So it continues. Had the crew take a short walk off camera. Just kind of went into the boat and had them spend all of their mana over the course of like a couple of fights. Also did more rearranging of the spell lists. Some of that was spent with Ron alone in the front row. He has his third evade now. Meanwhile, we go very fast now. We go to Finn. Don't recall the specifics of how the reconquest are going to play out. More up on the captain. Brigandry abounds.
Hello.
Hello.
I seem to have taken longer to get here than I expected. Or it just informed me very late when you started. One or the other.
Neither or.
I see. I must have missed something fairly major. I thought we had Gordon a lot. Like, the last time I was here, we were about to enter the Colosseum?
Yes, and Gordon leaves mid-Coliseum.
Ah, I see. I guess I must have missed the Colosseum bit.
Didn't we have Gordon? Yes. Yes, we did.
Correct. And then we didn't have Gordon.
Yeah, one curse is enough.
Given the scenery, I'm guessing we did our Colosseum things and left.
Yes.
I see.
It is time to recapture Finn.
Right. Oh, I see. Yes. Yes, indeed. It's time to go into a new and exciting place. Full of captains.
That's how you start. That's how you get the session
fucking
going.
time.
Permanent acceleration.
God damn.
Alright, yeah, I think how we go about the reconquest is actually entering the castle. The city is not
Yes.
going to change.
The city does not help much, but much like what was it? I guess there was no other mainline Final Fantasy game where there was a dedicated revolving nth party slot. Oh, hello.
There we go. That's progress.
Speaking of,
Welcome back.
oh dear. Right, she
She's
left
been
her party
waiting.
after getting KO'd during
Trident, or I could give you that wing sword.
The wing
for a
sword?
while.
Yeah. She was wielding that when she was last in our party, as I recall.
Yeah, right. We did pivot back to sword.
Yes. Something tells me this isn't gonna work.
Well, hold on.
But first,
Okay, good. So,
e-
there was
excuse
mention
me?
of a bug that exists. That was brought up around Gordon. I see it works here too. So, the game is very confused about the state that Layla is in right now. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I see.
It's fine.
Uh-huh.
It's fine. She knows exactly what she's doing.
She's a professional, apparently. Alright, I can safely say this is not how I was expecting to start this stream.
The only hit point that matters, it's none of them. You imbecile. Health is not a number.
Oh, this is
It's a state of mind.
Oh, I love this. This is the best thing not to sanity check. Welcome, Crone. See if you can spot what's wrong with this picture.
No, this is something we talked about. It
Oh,
happens.
I see. I missed this bit then. Alright, fair enough.
She died
So-
horribly to the Lamia Queen.
Right. That bit I remember. For some reason, the last thing I remember was, like, being about to enter
There we go.
Coliseum.
There we
The
go.
wave
Yep.
collapsed.
Ah! I see. What trigger? Is it just the first time she gets targeted?
I think it was just start of the round. It looked over everyone's statuses.
And
And then noted that
assigned
she
her
was
dead
supposed to be
because-
dead.
Right. But she gets one round unobserved before her state is checked.
Whatever, it's fine.
So that said, if we had healed her with a cure spell while
That's
she
what I was going for, but didn't get to see if it would work.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right.
And I can successfully revive even with the shield up.
Oh,
Yes,
good.
that's what
she
I was gonna
healed.
say.
What? What?
She buffered an action while she was dead?
Oh,
No, that makes
Alright.
sense.
She did that last. Oh, never mind. I'm not even gonna think about it.
Well, because that means that we never overwrote the thing that Layla is going to do this round. Why would you bother to zero that out on a turn where she didn't input a command?
does that mean
I
that will work
suppose.
for any character, or did they just forget to zero that out in situations where a character doesn't take lethal damage?
It only matters with people who come back into the team from being away,
Right,
who've
right.
already been on the team. So, people who are dead, like dead, not just dead for a combat round, aren't coming back. So we don't have to worry about them. Pretty much the only people that could do this at this point are
Layla and Gordon.
Minwoo as well, and also
Oh,
Gordon.
that's true. He hasn't come back yet, has he?
He is
There's
in the
been
Nether
no
realm.
second Minwoo. Minwoo is off on an adventure.
In any event, so yeah. But Layla and Gordon have both left and rejoined our party, so it is possible for both of them to do this.
Yes.
We're
close And in-
to this now.
So, because Layla got super owned by the Lamia Queen and then immediately left our party for Gordon to join on the way to Coliseum, she rejoined our party here when we walked into Finn Castle with 0 HP, but not with the dead status. which meant we got a round of her acting at 0 HP before we entered her command for round 2, and then as soon as execution started, she fell over. On round 3, Loon revived her, and as soon as she stood up, she executed the action that had been input for round 2.
That's just smart.
Yeah,
It's a real
but
smart
it also
game.
it also says a lot about like how this game works on the back end.
You did do a little bit of walking around. Those
No
MP
kidding.
pools are very nice.
You're not cursed. Yeah, if you spend a fight primarily casting spells, it will eat
They'll
into your
generally-
total,
yeah.
which in turn means you get much total.
Yes. 160 in this game sounds kind of nuts until you get to like level 8 spells or whatever.
Yes.
And even then, that means you can throw them around pretty generously.
I mean, it sounds like a lot, but it really isn't if you think about it.
Well, I mean, like,
Explain
consider
your work.
Ron's level 4 spells. That's his highest level as far as I know at the moment.
Yeah, it means you can only throw 40 of them without
Yeah,
running out of
our
juice.
tallest spell right now is Fire 5 over here.
I heard a
The
switch
thing
turn
is-
on.
The last time we went into, like, say, whatchamacallit, Egg Cave, did Ron throw 40 spells on that run?
Yes. Ron was tapped by the end of that run.
Well, okay. Everyone was tapped. It was fucking Egg Cave.
I feel like someone forgot to...
Actually, you know what? Now that I say that out loud, I realize a lot of the dungeons that we've gone into have been dangerous, at least in part, because they're attrition runs. Like, the fucking
Yes.
Dreadnought was a grueling dungeon dive right there.
Yeah, a bit of the start of a shift from individually deadly encounters that you'd see more often in 1
Mm-hmm.
to relevant but not taxing encounters that you just need to do a lot of.
Right. And thus, managing your resources for the long haul becomes the order of the day.
Yes.
It is much easier to heal out of combat in 1 than it is in 2. Via potions.
Right, because you can carry 99 of the fuckers around. I mean, and you generally do because 1, but...
Though in exchange for that, you do have bulk healing now here.
Yes.
True.
From spells not named heal, I guess. Since I think heal was the multi-target heal spell in 1?
Yes. Heal was AoE, cure was the single target.
Yeah, that was the state I remember it being.
Fond memories all around of the egg chamber, where Egg lived.
Oh, hey, a potion!
Potion, guarded by a
What?
beast.
What?
Oh,
What? What is this, Troy?
Yogg status on saving people? Everyone, always.
Mhm. So, looks like they didn't send their A team to guard the single potion monster in a box. Have we ever had a monster in a box that was guarding money? Or does it have to have been an item?
I don't think so.
Okay. As soon as I said it, I was curious, because, like, you know, if it was a sufficiently large sum of money, it seems like a monster in a box would make sense. But, you know. Mjolnir, following this up with Saga 1 would be interesting, but Saga 1's kind of a different beast. And by kind of, I mean actually fairly substantially, because, like, there's a lot more...
Saga 1 hates you. Remember that.
It does not.
Yes,
Well,
it
okay.
does.
Saga 1 hates you, but on the other hand, it's also
There's another box
badly
over there,
bugged.
though.
Yes, it's badly bugged in the... Hello!
There's
Get ready for treasure!
Also, just regular random captain wandering around.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is where captains live. It's
Welcome to this detachment of the Palamecian army. Palamecian? Whatever. The point is, army. Army lives here.
It is perhaps a success of the difficulty curve that when it is time to come in here, we are tall enough to routinely defeat the captains that were unstoppable hell beasts originally.
Oh, you fucker!
Osmos exists.
You absolute son of a bitch!
My man.
Well, you're gonna get trained on MP today.
I love this.
It's time
You
to
might-
learn. Stamina.
Yeah. It's okay. We're gonna walk out of this place.
I wonder if we're gonna have enough
Oh,
mana for this dungeon.
Ah!
I mean,
You
we
asked-
literally walk downstairs and we're out.
I know, it's just funny of like, there's no way we'll run out of MP in this
no
dungeon,
way
and
we're
then
running out of
hello.
MP in this dungeon. Fire 11, 17 damage. Oh, I love this game.
Well, that's Ice Shield at work.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's it.
Captain.
Man, this is linear wizards quadratic warriors. This is the only time I've ever seen this kind of disparity. Maybe like low level D&D, but none of that.
Mr. Wizard, sir, would you mind falling over, please?
Oh,
He does,
Thank
in
you.
fact, mind falling over, but he can be convinced with sufficient application of force. Fortunately,
Oh,
the
whatever.
sergeants are scrubs, but like these
Exactly.
captains do absorb a shit ton of punishment.
They've got
It's like-
750 health.
Yeah,
Captain's
they,
tough.
they took. Well, I guess you have to be a captain.
that's why you're the captain.
Now, I wonder if this sergeant will realize he's outmatched and just bail on the fight.
Too late.
Too late. Yeah. Good.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
Goldvest. Hello, Goldvest.
We still need one of those. Try again.
Goldvest. Let
Goldvest
me
is here.
consult the list.
Examine the documentation.
I believe it's just straight up better than what you got.
Yes. Goldvest is 2 steps beyond the silver. There is a ruby vest between them.
So that was one of the points I wanted to bring up because I looked at the
another
monster table for this.
5
release.
evade penalty and 1% casting penalty. For
how much
relevant
defense?
defense.
All right.
22 in this case. So,
Hmm.
big jump.
All right. Yeah. Ariama, put on this vest.
Who the hell drops the gold vest?
Well,
I'm gonna
somebody
guess-
wearing a gold vest, I assume.
Not the captain, because then we would already know.
The captain
What-
drops golden armor.
Yes.
I wonder if that's what it actually means.
I think it might be the wizard or the sorcerer, depending on which one we've seen.
She
before,
still
'cause
has
there are-
captive aid, so no, that's the vest. Also, yeah, that is the vest sprite, not the armor sprite.
Sorcerer just drops a bunch of
Tome of Aura.
tomes. Oh, no, it is the sorcerer.
And there we have. Oh. Get ready. Oh no, wait. These are the scrub ones. Never
These
mind.
are the sorcerers. Hey,
we-
hey,
Purple
dribbled
soldiers are garbage.
Right,
Purple
purple
wizard
wizards.
is problem.
Get ready for wizards. It's time for Ron to bust out single target mojo. And possibly also Ryama?
Purple sword,
Fire-
though. Not bad
Yeah.
luck.
Thanks, yes. Good, carry on. Whereas Yug and Layla can fight some sergeants.
Answer the question of how dangerous are the sorcerers. Well, I mean, they've got spells, but no matter what spell they throw.
They also don't have that much health. Compared to your wizards, I believe.
Yes, these guys are much lower level.
And more importantly, the wizards can cast multi-target osmos.
The sorcerers have access to death magic, so they are still dangerous.
Right.
And another death spell, which is just Toad.
Yes.
Teth.
I think Toad is
Against
not
the
death for
players,
us.
Toad is not a
Yes.
death spell. You can cure
Death.
Toad.
Toad is death for enemies. Toad is Toad for us.
Oh wait, no, I take that back. They can drop a Toad tome. They can't cast it though.
They didn't bother studying the literature.
I don't know.
They know it's
why.
worthless for them.
Aura is bugged and useless against undead, Fairbrand. It's functional against other things. Specifically, I believe Aura 8 was supposed to give you effective damage against undead, but it doesn't.
All right, well this fight's over.
Could be worse. It could be Wall, which is bugged not to be useless, but instead lies to you about what use it's had.
Checking to see here. Yep, that big old fight with the wizards and sorcerers was one of the 9.4% chance fights. There are a lot of fights in this
Yeah.
place.
There are a lot of encounters in this place, and there are a lot of different subsections of the encounter table, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I mean, this encounter table just keeps going.
Mm-hmm.
You can fight magicians on the first floor?
What? All right,
Welcome.
Layla, read this book of death.
That's a lot of aura magic. Okay. Oh, Mithril Axe.
With mithril weapons.
We can take on the Empire.
We finally
Now, what
have the
if-
advantage.
What if you use Aura as the book and not as?
I believe it casts Aura 8.
which is still worthless.
Alright, there is a cutscene field on this castle. Understandable.
Oh, hello.
Hey, it's Dual Deads.
Mm-hmm. Back again. Although I think they're considerably less threatening these days.
They're great for training
Training evasion, that's right.
Because they swing a whole bunch.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a cutscene field in the castle, this place got a whole lot more dangerous.
Yep, because you can't warp out. You
Yes.
gotta have enough resources to leave a long way.
To
Fortunately,
be fair, there's a direct shot up and down the castle to get
Yeah,
in and
this,
out.
this dungeon is not very deep on any
Mazy.
of its branches.
there's just a lot of them. So if you're doing it all in one go, I assume it's kind of a chore, but you can pop in and out.
You could also just gun to the end
Yes.
and win.
Why would you do that?
And then just explore the castle at your leisure later.
Eh. A game like this, you never know if it's gonna blow up afterwards or not.
Well, I do.
Well, okay, but for the purposes of, like, argument, it's gonna blow up afterwards or not.
What dungeons have blown up afterwards?
Dreadnought.
Okay.
Also,
Dungeons. Plural.
so that is what I'm thinking. Is there another place we've been into that we cannot get into again?
No.
All right. Not yet. I remain
Like-
convinced there will be another dungeon that blows up after we're done with it.
Yes.
Maybe. But I think it's also like I think any dungeon that you can't get back into makes sense from a lore aspect.
Sure,
Like
sure.
the dreadnought blows up. Yes, that makes sense.
We
You
were
just-
there to
you
blow
blew-
up the dreadnought.
You're there to blow. Yeah, exactly.
We are
Yeah, I
not
think
here to
this-
blow up Finn Castle.
Other things that, might explode could be a whirlwind of some kind.
Yes.
Weather
Any
would never
any
explode.
localized weather pattern, any large thing,
Sort of
Any-
tempest.
any large entities we happen to get trapped within, that sort of thing. In the hypothetical circumstance that such a thing
Mhm,
happens,
mhm.
Why would you say such a thing?
never hurts to be prepared. Maybe.
Is there anything good in this town? Hold on a second.
Just quick canoe across the river.
I'm more looking at the
Is there
item
anything worth
selection.
it in this place?
There are many
Um,
things worth it in this place. Most of them come off of monsters, if I remember correctly.
Is Town Village?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
There's a couple decent things here, but for the most part, it's kind of an eh.
Mostly we want to fish for fights against larger and more interesting nerds. What?
You heard it here
You
first.
gotta train it up when you get a chance.
Game?
What?
Oh, that's why. Sorry. That was a display error on my end. Really?
Gotta go fast.
All right, everyone, hold the siege while the 4 warriors of whatever you want to call them go back and take a nap at the nearby town.
For
Awful.
Warriors of Rebellion.
Offload all their garbage and then
Just
fill their
Ron
pockets
and
with ethers.
friends.
Yep.
It's just another way that this one differs immediately from the rest of the franchise.
You're not the chosen anything of anything. You're just 4 people.
What are crystals?
I mean, they're regular mineral structures, I guess.
I'm more pointing out the fact that there are no crystals in 2.
Yeah, why would there be crystals? What's crystals?
Hello, Ara. Goodbye, Ara.
You know, that thing didn't exist until the 3rd game.
Mm-hmm. Well,
You mean
yeah,
the
it
orbs?
Yeah. It's weird that there's no orbs in this game.
Yeah, what happened to the orbs?
Well, I mean, they stayed in 1, I assume.
Yeah, caught in their time loop.
Along with Garland and the Light Warriors, I guess.
Yeah, what kind of light warrior would be able to use some giant's gloves and deal over 1,000 damage to the final boss? That would never
Who
happen.
can say?
It's a silly thing, but I am actually legitimately kind of upset that that is like retcon and they are not orbs in all later releases of 1 that they make in crystals.
How terribly sad.
Decision made by the same cowards who walked back on the space station.
Yep.
The space station?
The space station.
Was there one at the top of Tiamat's tower that I'm forgetting about?
The sky fortress that's made of plate
course,
steel and
yeah.
full of robots.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
the
okay,
soundtrack
space
is
station.
ominous beeping.
It's. I mean, in fairness, there are actual
Long
robots
ago, we
walking
built
around
a
in the-
palace beyond the sky. It's a space
Uh-huh.
station.
Lefin, just
You travel to it by climbing up to a teleporter guarded by another robot and surrounded by
Yep.
computers.
I went to space.
Isn't there a robot NPC wandering around the area?
Yes, and that's how you
the
get the
cube.
access.
They give you the data cube.
Right. Right. It's just a computer.
It's just a robot that goes beep.
Oh, good, we're doing this again.
These guys are motherfuckers.
Welcome to Wizard Fort.
Look at all this MP we're getting.
Wizards live here. Maybe we make the wizards a priority next time.
This is wonderful MP training.
That's fair. We have to train our spirits to be wizard resistant. And maybe get some death practice in once the wizards are dead.
I love the idea of death practice.
Well, yeah. Gotta practice the death spell. You can't just take your wand out and cast it and do fuck all.
You gotta turn your death on.
Yeah.
Did it work? Is he dead?
Fortunately, it's an easy check to make.
You and your friends can practice death on each other.
Please do not do that. Unless you're both, like, dual-wielding shields, in which case, have at it. It's never gonna work.
Well, you see, you practice death on each other, and that's how you get your life practice.
Fair.
Which I don't even know what the higher ranks of life actually do, other than you can
They
cast it
Become more
AoE at
reliable in
level.
combat.
Yeah. It's more reliable in combat, and also life restores 1 over 15 minus spell rank times your total HP when it raises you.
So
know
it
you
gives
said-
you more health when you have a higher level.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know that's what you said, but I could not parse that equation at all.
Sorry. 1 over, open bracket, 15 minus
Yeah,
spell
that's not gonna
level,
help.
close bracket.
No, not n15ths. It's the denominator that scales.
Yeah, the denominator is decreased by your spell level.
Okay.
So
Must be
that
weird.
at, say, level 2, you restore 1/13 of your total health. And, at level-
And at level max, it restores full HP.
yes,
Yeah,
correct.
And I think it has to be some level in order to be cast AoE.
Yes, in particular, its effective level is, I think, reduced by 1 if you AoE target it.
3
Don't
out of
quote
4
me
is
on
not bad. Oh yeah, that's gonna happen, guys. We just fought a bunch of spellcasters.
Hello, Book of Duran. Hello, what was it, $500?
Which, Aura?
Or is 7,500.
7,500.
$7,500. $20. Money stopped
Well.
meaning anything a long time ago.
Read this book of death.
You never went to Mysidia.
Money still
One
won't
day.
mean anything when we get to Mysidia.
I know.
I'm telling you, we need to just fill our pockets with elixirs before we go to any dungeon.
Well, we fought one fight. Let's just turn around and go back and take a nap. Just keep doing this.
Spell list to remind myself. Drain is black magic.
I was just gonna say, I'm going to assume Drain is black magic.
You
Drain
never
is-
know.
But you
Berserk
never, you never
is-
know.
Well, no, Berserk has been white magic in. Well, no, that's what's weird.
Yeah,
Berserk
it
is
was-
black magic in this.
Yes, Berserk was white magic in FF2. Or 4, the other 2.
Nosferatu and some of the early Fire Emblem games is a light spell.
Yep.
Nosferatu is a light spell in 3 houses.
And in Radiant Dawn, I want to say?
There is no dark magic in Radiant Dawn, so yes.
There is dark magic in Radiant Dawn. There is no dark magic in Path of Radiance.
Yes, and Path of Radiance, it's also light
spell.
magic.
Yeah.
But again, that one flip-flops as well.
Mhm.
And mainly, it started out as a light magic spell in order to facilitate the early spellcasting system. In that, in 2, spells are utilized because there is no durability in 2, spells are an HP cost. And
Oh, we're here.
healers have to pay HP in order to heal, so they gave healers Nosferatu as a way
order
for
to
the
recharge.
hero. Exactly. It's also the first time that Nosferatu shows up as a spell.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're in for some fun times now.
Oh, here we go.
It's fine. As soon as that sorcerer in the front drops, the fight's over. Because you can then target the wizards.
I mean, you can target one of the wizards as it is. You can target the first 2 rows, remember?
You can annihilate a wizard from the word go.
The captains
You
will
know,
not be able to fight me until I get through the ablative wall of magicians.
Correct.
There it is.
There we go. That's what we were waiting for.
Hmm.
Time for them to bust out the big guns.
Really? That's not that much damage.
Well, if they know the biggest spell.
It's party-wide 100 damage. That's not nothing. We really
Now,
can't
if they do it twice,
take
then we
that
get to
many
be
of
initiates.
those.
If only there was some bigger spell than Flare.
Mm-hmm.
What would be a bigger spell than Flare?
Some
know.
ultimate magic, if you will.
Some starred
Do you have a
fall.
weapon that's all powerful?
What about
Right.
some powerful?
That's enough of this
It's
conversation.
gotta be more than that. It's gotta be.
Something that could keep my enemies from standing.
Can we go back to the Osmos?
Can we get our top scholars on that? See if they can scratch that enigma?
Mm.
Top men.
Gotta be something we can unleash about that.
Every conversation circles back around to this stupid show.
Is there a problem with that?
Well,
I'm just...
you play enough 14, and that whole fucking speech gets drilled into your brain.
I'm just kind of impressed, really. Like, it's so...
Play enough 14, and the Hammer of Darkness must needs be brought against the Shield of Light. It happens.
Uh-oh.
Well, goodbye, Layla.
Well,
It's
you hate
fine.
to see it.
Well, goodbye.
Yug will
Oh,
save
man.
everyone.
Yog will
It's
save
actu-
everyone.
It is actually fine. Both the wizards are almost
I
dead.
love this. This is the best dungeon.
As soon as those wizards drop, everyone can get
Oh
get
my
right
God.
back up. It'll be fine.
Once Yug saves everyone.
Well, that's one.
That wizard's got about 50 health left. Good.
Good. I love it.
Actually good.
Yeah, because it means he's not doing something more dangerous.
Bad.
That's bad. Yug, heal us.
Demonstration of why we are not going to play around with this dungeon for long.
Oh, it's time for the Jiggling, the Jocelyn.
Oh, there you go.
No, he recovered. Okay. No, no, he
Just
did
in
not.
time. It's fine. It's fine.
Now it's fine.
No. he's not
Somewhat
actually
less
confused.
fine. Are we sure he's not actually confused?
He's confused.
He's confused. I think it's just the confusion.
This could be a
Thing goes
fucking
away.
problem.
Again, it is not a problem.
Are you
They
sure?
can't do anything.
We can't do anything.
We can stall.
We're at an impasse.
Well, nope, we're fine.
We're fine.
We're fine.
Ron is back. Ron will finish
Bust
the
out the big
job.
guns, Ron.
An AoE heal, and we're fine.
Really,
AoE
the worry
heal,
is-
have Ron blow up that mage.
Like I
And
said,
you're good.
the wizard had like 50 health.
The issue is mostly if, the captains pulp one of our characters, but they
They
seem to be
can't.
content
They're
with
bo-
using. Oh, they're in the,
The
back.
bows
They're
are
in the back.
toothless.
The bows are
Yes.
toothless. We can heal up.
The bows do at most 30
Exactly.
damage.
Ron can get some white magic practice in.
Well, the sorcerer in the middle there can get murdered, and then it's just one sorcerer doing stuff while everyone gets back on their feet. Like, I know it looks real bad, but this
is manageable
situation
now.
has been solved.
It's stabilized.
Think about all the stats you're gonna gain.
It's gonna be a lot.
So much magic resist.
Wait, does magic resist exist in this game?
Rude.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
The sorcerers heard us shit talking.
Again, still fine.
Okay, I did not know Curse had an icon, and it's great.
Isuna 3 can cure curse.
Well then,
Put the shield down. Cannot put the shield down.
use the Saint's Spirit.
Sound the horn.
Sound the horn. Honk. Well, now no further status is going to affect you, Hug. You know, if they try anything, which it looks like they're not going to.
And at some point, these two are going to run out of mana anyway.
Eventually.
One day.
One day. Meanwhile, the sorcerers are getting their spell practice in. Done.
Okay. Fine. He's not dead. He's dead.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Seriously, once one of those sorcerers dies, we're fine.
But the only person up is Young,
They're
who's
out of
never
magic.
harmed a man.
We're good.
He'll make an exception.
I'm not sure Yug knows how to do harm.
Fortunately, he's a quick study. Oh, it's only, yeah, it's life 1. That's not multi-target.
Yug rolls up his sleeves as he grips the staff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a healer, but
Let's get to healing.
The sorcerer is throwing punches.
look, that can be scary.
You know the
Sorcerer-
arts.
Sorcerer's fisticuffs.
Hey, Chrome, remember that fight when we found out we could use Silent Ocean, and then the result?
They're using a spell. Silent Ocean should stop them from using a spell. Nope, just kidding. It's not a spell.
Oh, I was talking more about then the wizard hit me for 150 damage.
That too. I'm still angry about that.
Uh,
Oh, he's still held.
can't believe we found a rug wizard incident in fucking Suikoden 3.
I can.
Hey, those last fights were interesting at least. The last fight was just straight up bullshit, but hey, whatever.
That one would be defined as interesting.
Remember, he was paralyzed and cursed.
Yep. Now
We have
he's just
fun here.
cursed.
Now he's just... Is that cursed or confused?
That's
That's
cursed.
cursed.
That's cursed.
Okay.
Confuse is a little a green swirly, and
Right, that's
runs
when he
in
does the
place.
jig.
Yes.
We better gain like 1,000,000 stats for this.
Remember, folks, you just have to. Oh my god.
Hey, it worked.
It worked.
Yug saved the day.
As
It's
is
fine.
his wont, through being thoroughly invincible.
Yug will save.
And this captain will not fall over.
750 health.
There we go.
Don't even need to heal anymore at this point.
Just break out the big guns.
Oh, the big guns have been brought out. It's just we're slowly whittling the back line to death in a sensible. Oh, hey, good idea.
Yes, good idea.
Start learning how to drain.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how much you drain with one shot.
It probably misses, is the answer.
Yes, but we can find out. I wonder if stun will.
It won't.
Yes.
Those wizards or those captains have quite a bit of magic resistance.
You know, get some shell practice, tech practice. Just
So
Thunder.
once again, this is the only fight in the whole stupid place that has wizards. Loon's just found it a bunch.
Once again, 9% chance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is
but-
also it is also a
What?
9.4% chance on this floor. The most terrifying thing is, this isn't even actually the most dangerous fight that I would say is in here. There's a fight in here that you can just fight 8 sorcerers.
They're
That's
just
a lot of
lobbing-
AoE.
Yeah, that's a lot of AoE. That's the point at which the AoE becomes dangerous. Fortunately, they're weak enough that you can probably burn them down pretty quick.
Yes. Everyone in this group, minus Layla and maybe Ron, can one-shot them. So they will go over quickly, but if they get drop on you, that is an enormous amount
That
of
is a
damage.
bad time. You might jump. You might die.
Alright, now we're fine.
But now the captain can start swinging? No, he can't.
Nope.
He's not in the first 2 rows, right?
We still
I
haven't
forgot.
spaced properly to only fire arrows.
Loon keeping that sorcerer alive in the front was a very, very, very good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm running out of things to do that aren't removing that sorcerer from the front.
You could try teleporting the captain.
I do have the shield down.
Yeah. I was wondering why you weren't doing that already, to be honest.
Putting up more defenses is always useful because we
Fair
need to
enough.
practice using defensive magic.
And I think we will get a sizable number of. Oh no, we're gonna get ticks as per the lowest enemy rank in that fight. I
A lot
checked,
of them
that is
do.
how it works.
Which would be 3, I believe, for the sergeants.
Even still, we will get a lot of them, which is nice.
I'm hoping a lot of the people get more MP. Let's crank everybody up to about 200 or so.
Yeah, we can just give Ron some practice with the lesser used spells. Curse, blind, death, stop, protect, whichever.
Leave this place.
I do like that this place continues to show that random encounters in this game are very real.
Mm-hmm. Right up until we start using them as farming practice. There's sort of an equilibrium point at which they go from incredibly dangerous to now they're a joke.
And as long
Which-
as you know, blind, that heavy armor is a trap that will sabotage your ability to do anything useful. Recovery is real in this.
Who got the gold armor on? Was it Yug?
It was Ryama.
Ryama has the gold vest.
Well, hopefully the sorcerers drop some more of those.
Sloop!
Let me guess, there's no inn in Fintown?
There is. It's blocked.
Oh, right, of course.
All right. Bets on the total number of stat ups.
6.
Across all 4 people.
Yes. I'm betting the game is hating us.
I'm gonna go more like 10.
Yug
Alright.
goes fast.
All right, Loon's bet is agility for Yug. My bet is 6. Your bet is 10. Newbie?
12.
12. Okay.
Yug
Remember-
falls down.
Everybody had to go down this fight.
We have life magic.
It was Yug's turn to fall.
Well, this seems extremely safe.
Unbelievably so.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Perfect. Yug
No
saved
agility
everyone.
for Yug. Yup. All right, what do we win? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Those don't
6, 7,
count. 7, 8, 9, 9.
9. All right, so you win. We're playing by Price is Right rules.
Yug saved everyone.
It would have been like 13 if Yug had lived.
Mhm.
That's right, baby. I would have won. Defeated by Yug falling over.
Yug will protect the floor.
Are we
It's
carrying
hard.
around 2 mithril shields?
We found them just now.
Right.
It just left with shield.
Blood.
Oh, are we going for the big boy here?
I think we're a little banged up.
No, magic says otherwise. Yug. Healer that we needed.
Very much. Very much we needed. Don't forget to re-equip Ron's shield. And Yug's shield?
They can do that in combat.
I guess they can. As long as we don't get jumped. Oh, here we go.
Yes, here we go. Into
Oh, hey, the death.
Friend.
Well, actually, it's very good that we got in this fight.
Deathflower, death.
preemptive strike on Deathflower.
Use the Death Blossom technique. Oh, he's in the back
Proto
row.
Marlboro. Yes, Yug must be relocated.
Wait, why is he in the back row?
He died.
Oh. Alright. Fair enough.
You know that little weirdness that this game does? It's kind of dumb.
Hmm.
There's always some jank.
I'm still grinning about Wizards mean business. Wow, that fight was rude as hell.
Imagine if we had a party of 7. If we could bring Gordon and then Minwoo.
That would change things, yes.
And then I have no idea who the 7th party member is. The princess? Sid?
Paul. Great
Paul.
thief.
That's right, Scott.
It's Scott. From beyond the grave.
Alright.
Now, Gatos.
Here?
Gatos. Gatos.
Here.
Get ready
Here?
for Demon Lord Gatos.
Here's Gatos.
As per Baldur's Gate spec, commence the fight by putting up your protective magics, or risk your very soul. Also, he's apparently so surprised that we get to do it for free.
Rebels. What? What? Rebels.
Oh, this guy. Oh, wait, that was a crit.
Also, though, what if I just leave the shield down for a bit to
Sure,
apply
go for it.
curses?
Just fling harsh light.
Good luck with that.
Berserk thyself, or have Yug. Yeah, that'll do.
We have our damage output.
Mm-hmm. Hell, even Layla can chip some through.
Did you break his script by getting preemptive strike?
I have no idea. I don't think that's how that works. Is he supposed to be doing something very particular?
Yes.
I guess
Yeah,
you're gonna find out.
he has moves.
Right.
But if one broke the script, then that's just hilarious. And we take those.
Yeah, agreed. Garg. I guess we
Whatever.
broke his script.
That's incredibly whatever. It's good that he hit Rondo. Maybe Ron will finally gain another point of evasion.
One day.
So, Crom, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is one of those bosses that Hundo buffs himself.
Yes.
Or at least theoretically does.
Yeah, he uses haste.
Not this time, though.
He has haste and he has another move as well, and I'm curious if, because of the preemptive strike, if he even does
Nope.
it. There it is.
Drink! Yes!
Drink, otherwise known as Imbibe. It's Berserk.
Yes. It's
Or
consume
the fight's
Bacchus's
over,
wine.
who cares? He just got cursed. This fight is done.
Wait, Ron landed the curse?
Ron landed the curse.
Alright then. Let's just go to town on him.
This guy has magic defense.
Oh,
of-
he is so hosed.
Yeah, this guy has a magic defense of 5 with 40% chance on each one, so... Curse got through.
And he flubbed it.
You take a shot.
And remember, that's after the Bacchus wine. We just pummel him now.
Yeah, so it's as stated, this boy's whole gimmick is that he buffs himself a lot and then punches you very hard.
Which, you know, as gimmicks go, is not terrible.
Yeah, he has Imbibe and, or excuse me, Drink and Haste. Those are all the things. Oh, he gave me money.
Lame.
I don't know if Dispel exists in this game or not.
You just got one frame of they've already updated the state of the castle to friendly before moving us back to the store.
Unfortunately, does that mean encounters in the castle are gone, or?
And most of the castle, yes.
Ah, but not in the special part of the castle.
So it's a bit of a bummer, but he can drop a really good dagger.
Is that the Orichalcum?
Better.
I'm not concerned about rare drops.
Yeah.
Hi.
Gordon,
Unfortunately, Minwu's not.
learn about
Miss-
Mysidia. Talk
Mysidia,
about Mysidia.
Learn about the Ultimate Cell. The
Ultimate
ultimate
Cell.
magic.
Is this some kind of ultimate weapon?
I'm certain it'll help us defeat the Emperor.
Gordon is confident that ultimate weapon is all powerful. Our enemy will not stand.
He's had his top researchers on it.
Learn about the masks. Learn
Ekmet Teloes. Learn the spell.
We can do this now?
Apparently.
the white mask which is beneath this castle.
Gordon, what do you know about this spell?
What does Gordon know
love that-
about this spell or about magic masks?
I love that the conversation mechanic like fucking won't come up for like 30 hours of gameplay, and then you'll get like 7 terms
Huh.
all at once.
Gordon
my
actually has a
goodness.
lead on something to do with this spell. Paul, do you know anything about this spell?
Gordon doesn't know anything about a mask, but about secret passages in this place. He knows who to ask.
You know, I can accept that. Actually.
Sorry, what was that you just said, newbie?
I said I like how the conversation system in this game like rarely fucking ever comes up until it does, and then you learn like 6 new words.
Yeah, I know.
As it happens.
That was a word vomit of stuff. Here, take this, and this, and this, and this.
All right, time to go
Wait,
looking
what
around.
did he say?
Secret connected to the Mysidian
Oh,
Tower
okay.
is beneath this
I thought it
castle.
was a secret connection to the Mysidia Tower. I was going,
By the
Hey,
way,
you
we
know,
have
Devil's
Devil's
Road.
Road. Now
And
Finn is open.
open for business. Bed renter.
Sleep now.
So much money. Fortunately, the Finn shops are going to be filled with the finest of armor and weaponry.
I can
They
sense
have
the
mithril.
sarcasm from here.
I actually don't know. They might have reasonable stuff in here.
They just left.
Gold, giant helms, and more gold.
More gold vests.
More
forever.
gold vests isn't bad.
Golden shields for anybody who doesn't have an up-to-date shield.
That would just be Leela.
Okay. I mean, why not? They're 1,000 gil. We can
They're
afford
nothing.
that. Yeah, they're nothing.
You have
Why would
armor
we
tones
not?
to sell.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's bad. It was more of a just off the top of my head. I think she's the only one who doesn't have a reasonable shield, and even then, she's got a decent one.
She's got a mithril, I think.
That's fine.
Gold is better and gives
Hey.
her resistance.
Ron got to 3 evasion. Good job, Ron.
Yay!
That happened during the walk.
Oh, well, fine.
Ron does his best.
Yeah.
Is the gold the poison equivalent of the?
Yes.
Okay.
Is the
Well,
poison
that's
part
fair.
of that cycle of shields.
Yeah, this mithril stuff.
Don't need
Out of
silver
our
vests
pockets.
around anymore.
Here, have this gold needle. Be sure to put it in someone's inventory, and if they get petrified, well, too bad.
We got a scourge book. All right.
I might
How about
put
this
death and
sunfire?
drain on additional people. Would you like the sunfire?
Please take it.
I was
Look at
thinking
wear
about
this
some other
giant's
gear
helmet.
that should be upgraded. Right, yeah, Layla can also have a gold vest.
Didn't you just buy one?
We bought one for Roland.
For
And-
Roland and
yeah.
Yogg.
Yeah. I thought they both. Yeah. Okay.
But Leela can also have one.
I guess.
There's no reason not to.
You're assuming she's gonna be with us forever.
No, we're not. It's just it doesn't matter if he is or he isn't.
We still haven't officially met Onleo.
Onleo is out there somewhere, maybe.
Somewhere in the world, Onleo is waiting.
And Werebuster for sale.
Werebuster.
Wingsword for sale, Trident for sale. These are all generic viable weapons now.
The Werebaster, in case you need to fill wares with anything.
It's a reasonable shop. It's not anything amazing, but it's fine.
Yeah.
My two death.
Yep. I'm telling you, we just, like, now that we've gotten our main casters stocked up, we just need to start throwing whatever random crap we find on whoever can take it. If that's a temporary character, so be it. More tomes will occur. Oh yeah, Paul lives here.
Paul lives
He was
here
mad.
somewhere.
He was mad that the Empire drove him out of his hometown. So he started criming them, which, you know,
Y'all remember Paul, right?
Everyone remembers Paul.
buy some more ethers, you know,
Nah.
You're
We've
good.
got
friend.
enough MP. It'll be
or
fine.
elixirs.
Sir,
Oh,
Old
boy.
man.
sir.
You're a friend of mine, Paul Burt.
Paulbert.
Paul
I guess
Mclean.
this one is Paulheim? No, this is Temple.
That's the temple.
No, I think his house is in the southwest.
Sorry, this is church.
I haven't been to my house for 6 months. Needs
There's
dusting. Hey, Paul, what's up?
Mask.
What do you know about
Ask.
this spell?
Spells.
Look in the upper right corner of the audience chamber.
What
Say, what do you need
mask
that for? Don't worry about it.
Man, it'd be really nice if we could tell him a magic word to let us into his house, as opposed to whatever he wants to call this fake place.
His other house. Paul is
fake.
secretly a successful businessman.
He's got house on top of house on top of house. He's 3 deep in house.
Mm-hmm.
I could go to Mysidio, or I could just plunge into the basement of Castle Finn immediately.
What?
Yeah,
What
I mean, you
if
gotta
we
go here
enter
anyway.
basement?
What if we just
And
do
we
it
do
while we're
need to
here
come
and
back
finish
here.
looting
We-
Castle Finn?
We need that white mask.
For
But
something.
also something Mysidia related or other.
Something Ultima related.
Oh, I'm sure there's not a way through the
$3.
wall right there. There's got to be a
Nothing.
way through somewhere.
Weird.
There's an NPC there, so that's going to be part of the regular castle still. They just have one of these Jeffs standing around.
Oh man, look at all this money.
The prank chests.
The what
Mirror
chamber?
Chamber.
The Mirror Chamber.
The hell's the mirror? What?
The Mirror
Well, it's a chamber with a mirror in it. I don't know what you're.
What do we use this for?
Keeping mirrors in.
Fetch the giant mirror.
Toad! Break! Gareth!
Power.
Ron, read these books.
Now,
Would you like a death spell, or a death spell?
Everybody, read one of these books.
all for Ron.
Ron must know all the insta-death.
Ron must end all lives. Well, I might have a use for Drain.
Two sides of the same coin in this party alone. He who defends all life, he who kills all life.
Layla, equip both these death books and read them in combat when we tell you to.
So I guess you could wander over and do this
I mean, she
before
could.
going to talk to...
She has
Yeah.
garlic. She could have 2 death.
What
She
if?
could become 2 death, destroyer of 2 worlds.
Double death.
Consider what would happen though if you ran into undead. You have that garlic on you.
He gets the mirror chamber, where the mirror is.
It's a perfectly polished mirror. Mirror, what do you know about this spell?
No.
No.
Why
I
would
do
mirror
not
have anything to
remember
do with
what
that?
this is for at all. I know it pops up at some point because why would you build it otherwise, but I don't remember this at all.
It's a perfectly polished mirror. That's where we keep our mirror. Quality glasswork is hard to come by.
Yeah, honestly, Crub, it's kind of confusing why you're making such a big deal about this mirror. It's right there.
It's just the giant mirror.
A lot of questions being asked about. A lot of questions being asked that my giant mirror already answers.
Have we visited the thing yet, or are we saving before that?
Quick, well, yeah, in case bad things happen, we don't have to go
Right,
back up
right,
to the mirror.
Save
chamber.
the loot.
I complained enough. Loon doesn't want to see any more of that mirror chamber and have me whining about it.
We also didn't explore floor 2 of Castle Finn,
Yeah, we did.
did we?
What we can get to, at least.
Okay,
Yeah, there's not much to this floor.
my bad.
Something over there.
There's definitely something over there, but how we get there? Who knows? Who knows?
The
Oh,
mystery.
it's that.
That's how.
I wonder.
Good. Spare werebuster.
Spare Buster.
Spare Buster.
Yeah,
I also wonder.
I don't know why that's a werebuster. that should have been something much more powerful.
Yeah, how long it's
Right.
been since Werebuster was our strongest weapon?
Yeah.
Approximately one dreadnought ago.
I don't remember the dreadnought.
Mm-hmm. It's a good time.
I
Y'all
do my level
remember-
best to forget it.
You don't remember
Nothing
Captain
out of the
is?
ordinary.
You see perfectly ordinary brick wall.
A secret door! Ignore me!
Trying.
Wow.
Well played.
Wow.
Well
You
done.
set it up, I'll go for it.
Wow.
That was good. I like it.
Oh, there it
But
is.
what have we left?
If you go back up, Lynn, that was the way to get to the other stuff. It's,
Yeah, like the obvious notch in the wall.
No, it
Or
isn't.
not.
There. That is.
The obvious notch in the wall was a decoy.
Oh, no. You can keep going around.
Okay. Noted. Gold.
That man wasted 2,000 gil.
Oh my lord. There we go. No. The fucking Flynn music is starting to get to me.
It's fine.
Starting?
The Flynn music.
I have it muted, so it can't be that. It's pretty bad.
It's not a bad song, just, you
All
know.
the loops in this are too short.
Yes.
Yep.
This
Looks like
is
we don't
very familiar to me. There's a Final Fantasy Legends 2 song that's very close to this.
I find that unsurprising. It's quite possible that that Kenji Ito, I think, is the composer.
Anyway,
Oh.
basement.
I
How
was
we
about to
feel
say, there
about-
certainly wouldn't be any monsters in here. There are a lot of
Basement.
monsters in here.
Yeah, it's only purple undead.
Yeah, these guys are kind of putzes, though. Like, the stunners were in the Dreadnought.
Yeah, alright. If we're just cruising around, I will put the shields back on the lads.
Gotta get that shield experience, after all. Every level of shield is another multiplier on the evasion your shield gives you. I think that's how it works.
It's just +1 evade per shield level.
That adds up, though.
Yes.
That does add up, you know.
Can we science that? I do want to check it.
It's +1 evade per rank.
Alright, so he's got 99 evade.
Well, that's a problem, is that he's capped. It could be higher than that.
True enough. Layla. Alright, 64 evade. And did my stream freeze?
Nope.
Oh no, Livin was doing a thing.
Yeah, two
Was
of them
Yelgad-
resting comfortably at captivation. Sword 7.
Was Yelgad Magic Resist 4 at the beginning of this stream?
Yes. Maybe.
He's there now, and that's the important thing.
Everyone will endure.
That's what's important.
The not dying is the important thing.
What's important here is Yug went fast. Knife!
Knife!
Knife.
See, this is a reverse dungeon where the weakest weapons are actually the strongest, and the strongest are the weakest.
Ah, yes. Gatos cast reverse on us before he died.
Powerful magnetic field means the larger your weapon is, the slower you go.
Mm-hmm.
Scour the
What's that
dungeon
thing?
for
Yeah.
wooden equipment to protect you.
This is where you should have learned to punch.
Yang looks unspeakably smug. As we discover each and every one of his claws is somehow not made of metal.
He comments on that when you walk in the magnetic dungeon. My claws seem okay.
Thanks,
No,
Yang.
he's just that strong.
Yes, maybe.
His intellect could still go down?
No.
There was a time when Yug regained 1 int from casting Berserk.
Oh, that's right.
Door, though.
Hey, guess what time it is?
It's time!
Welcome back to Doors. We have doors, here.
It's been a bit since Doors.
Mm-hmm.
Since bad game design, yes. All right, stretch break, everybody.
Yep. Maybe I'll go make myself some more tea or something.
Ron needs to spend 24 mana in a fight to qualify for a mana up.
That's 6 spells.
Or we need to find some more wizards and let them cast Osmos.
Unfortunately, we cleared all the wizards out of Finn Castle.
Or we need to find enemies that drain MP when they hit you.
Do any enemies do that in this game?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
parasites do that.
There we go.
Loon ran into a couple of them.
Yeah, I remember they occurred somewhere around Colosseum. Like, chronologically, not geographically necessarily. Good. Alright, what garbage is in this chest? Place your bets.
Now, Vinay, why would you assume that everything on the first, I don't know, however many floors of this dungeon are going to be garbage?
Call it an educated guess.
The 256 layers of the Pit of Trials.
The Pit of 257
No.
trials.
My money's on, like, a potion. No, we already got a potion on Finn proper.
Finn Castle, yeah. Maybe it's a nickel.
An antidote.
An antidote. That would be another one. Yeah. A useless
Antidote's
status.
a good call. That's a very good call. It could also just be like an Orichalca Max. Oh, that's neat. Chucks it in the pile.
Mm-hmm.
Who uses an axe?
Hmm. Who could be so foolish?
Hydrox.
You were more or less right. I dropped.
Closest without going over.
Price is Right rules, apparently. Although, out of all of them, I think eye drops might be the most, like, marginally useful in the sense that blind gets thrown around fairly often and prevents us from getting stat ups at the end of a fight. There is an extremely marginal use case for having eye drops in someone's belt if they've got nothing better to have.
By
Blind
the way,
is also just Isuna 1 to cure it.
That's true.
the fights we're seeing here, get used to that on this floor. It is a 98% chance of running into this combination.
Wow. Wow.
The basement is
Does-
overflowing with meat.
Will it get better? Depends on your definition of
Define
better.
better, yeah. Meanwhile, Yug practices his curative man.
Zort.
Yep. Good. Good.
Ah.
Not this time. All right. Place your bets.
Just pants. Just a shirt, pants, a nice belt.
Oh my god. Okay, no. This has reached the point of actually a joke.
This is the smartest dungeon.
Tell me I'm wrong for putting my pants and dagger in the dungeon. Sorry.
You're-
Knife. Not dagger. Knife.
What do we store in this castle? Stuff that people use.
You know, just everyday things.
Why are you raiding the pantry?
We
Just some
stole the
basic-
medicated eye drops.
Just steal a sack of flour.
It's like we're playing uninvited.
Why was the pantry guarded by a super stupid spell? I don't know. We had to protect all our food from the invaders.
That's what we do to our rubies. God, now I'm just thinking about Ty forgetting to open the fucking bottle of Ghost Repellent.
Everybody forgets to open the bottle of Ghost Repel.
You have the bottle of ghost repellent. Why would you need to open it?
Oh my god, though, that reaction was so perfect. And
That
then-
is the uninvited experience is forgetting to open the Ghost Repel.
The message is
The
so
no-ghost.
sarcastic, too.
It's also the only time the game ever does that.
Of course it is.
Literally just this one instance of no, you have to open the bottle, dummy, and then they will never ask you to like open the thing or do anything to the thing before you use it. You just use the items.
It's literally just a mild joke on the player. Well, as mild
What-
as any joke is in that game.
Which again works in the uninvited that version where it just bumps you back a screen.
Not the Mac one.
Nope. That one you gotta make saves.
I still really appreciate in that game the encounter with the 3 animals because it's so ridiculous. Oh, I'm sorry, that didn't work right. A small snake, a cat, and a bird are gonna murder you now. Oh, you
be
pissed
fair-
off the cat. It cuts you in the throat. You're dead. Were you gonna say, to be fair, those 3 animals could kill me?
Yeah. I'm thinking about the bouncing orb phase.
I try not to.
The strange being. God, the NES versions of those games are so much better than the actual Mac ones, and
Mm-hmm.
even then, Deja Vu is not great. Deja Vu has problems.
All right.
Uh,
How much agility has she gained?
Enough.
Riyama has decided it's time to go to space.
Yeah, okay.
Zoom.
Did she hit that point where it just
Maybe.
you get to a threshold and then you just start gaining Oh boy.
Maybe.
Accelerando. Also, polychromatic
Potion.
still garbage.
Not the worst thing to pick up.
Oh,
Here they are.
but
Parasite is
new
here.
friends. Parasite is here.
time to gain MP.
Well-respected seinen manga Parasite.
Time for think.
Ryama, please.
Ryama will show no mercy.
It's nice that the game gives you a wing sword, but you have that wing sword for a very long time.
Turns out it's okay. Ryama is now stronger than the sword she wields. Game.
Hey, it's
Just
fine.
did that gag.
What about the store, though? What about the changer?
Oh, these guys have a good trick, though.
These guys are mean.
Change places.
Change places. But it doesn't matter because we're going to liquefy them before they get to do it.
Oh yeah, that thing only has
Change
130
to
HP.
dead.
Correct.
Changers are a
powerful trans-
rank 3 enemy. They are very weak.
Mhm. So do you think the, like, circle with the little radiating lines is like a sucker mouth or an eye?
Sucker mouth.
Okay.
Both.
That's what I thought too. Gross. Incredibly gross. Right, Doral is here.
It opens the eye into lamprey teeth.
Good, good.
I'm not
In
sleeping
fairness-
tonight.
Yeah, if you want a scary type monster, that does the trick pretty well.
Any of the door rooms lead to technically basement level 5, and you fight stalagmites. At a 98.4% chance.
Dirt also lives here. Well, limestone, but
There's dirt in the basement.
to literally no one's surprise.
I
Although I
really
guess it's a
wanna know-
finished basement.
I really want to know why the basement is overrun with what it's overrun with, but at the same time, I kind of don't.
I don't know, it's not a finished basement, it's a finish basement.
The Finns have legions of undead in their basements?
Yeah, you know. As
The
you do in
Finns
Scheme
have
World.
not
Yeah.
had any opportunity to clean out the basement.
And the Empire was notoriously poor about maintenance. Nice.
I really appreciate the sound effects on Scourge.
All right, simmer down there, Ron.
Wait, did she get hit?
Hell if I know.
She must have.
I guess so. I don't understand, but I guess so.
Hits sometimes still happen from physical attacks.
I wasn't paying attention. I just was assuming your group would be able to dodge anything in there.
Even
Yeah,
with
she doesn't
4,
have-
she has the least raw evade of anyone.
Yes.
Right. Everybody else is super high, but
Because her shield stat is not sky high yet. Oh,
yeah, here are the actual
large
problems.
brain!
Brain.
How do we? You know what? No, never mind. Carry on.
It's just a brain. You can sneak up on a brain.
Brains, not generally known for their, sensory powers without organs for that. Now, if there were a brain and an eye in the same fight, we'd be in real trouble.
What are you talking about? A beholder wouldn't show up in a situation like this.
You don't know.
If there are beholders in this dungeon, Castle Finn has some serious problems.
I mean, it was inhabited by the Empire for a while. You may have some serious problem.
But it was
Maybe it's
hidden
like-
behind a secret door.
Yeah. That means we did the. Thanks.
Down here with
They
the maintenance
can't
kiss.
Can't get down here to do maintenance.
And here's the problem.
Now the party
More
begins.
brains. Get ready. Change places. And get preemptive strikes all the time. Forever. Always be preemptive striking. Hello, Zed.
Hello, hello. I now have a mixing board.
And a sock over your microphone, it sounds like.
Just turn the gain up. How about this?
There
There
we
you
go.
go.
Now
There's
you're
clarity.
unsocked.
I have gain now. I can just do
Yes.
that. Also, I can also take the sock off the microphone.
Yeah.
This any better?
Very.
Good. Great. Then I'll put the gain back down to where it was. Yes, there's one of those, what's it called?
Well,
Styrofoam
no, now you
microphone
sound like you're
covers.
talking through like a tube.
Yeah, I was gonna say a plastic cup, but yeah, same difference.
Huh. Interesting.
Do you have a plastic cup handy? I want to see what happens if you stack the effects.
There's science to do.
Yes, I need to still do science to get this to sound well, but yeah.
It sounds well right now.
Okay.
Don't touch it. It's fine.
It is now vertically, parallel to my face as it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
I think the cup sound was because it was angled.
I see. Fair enough, I suppose. Yes!
Change places.
It's actually not that bad. It's great for Ron because he'll be getting a ton of MP training this way.
Yes. And also, if you were for some reason below 140 health or 80 mana, it heals you instead.
Yes,
Thanks, Brain.
it swaps.
Which dungeon is this again? Is this Pandemonium yet?
No,
This
no,
is
God, no.
Basement of
Castle
Castle
Finn, yeah.
Right.
We
That
just
probably will give
liberated.
Ron an MP thing.
Yes.
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 And HP. Stronger.
If you get really roughed up in the lower reaches of this dungeon, you don't have to retreat in order to get a full heal. You just come back to this floor and wait for switches to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird, but at the same time, hilarious.
Hey, Brain, swap
Surprise.
places with me. Wait, it's time for dirt. It's time for multi-dirt.
Many dirt.
Stalagmites.
Stalagmites.
Now, earlier we saw stalactites on the overworld, right?
I believe so, yes. So these are,
They fell off the ceiling. It's fine.
yeah, the ground dirt.
People asking where in the story are we? We are collecting masks, and then we're going to go find our wizard buddy Minwu, who's in Mysidia.
Who is hot on the trail of the ultimate weapon.
And all the memes that go with it.
There are plenty of great things in the location of Ultima Weapon.
The ultimate weapon may not be one of them.
We'll
Thanks
find out together.
Yes, alright. Get there when we get there.
Speaking of terrible Ultima memes. I was
Don't
just-
worry, we will, one way or another.
I was just playing some Stellaris, and I accidentally let the AI get onto one of my planets and bombard it for like half of a war. And then I
Oh,
looked back to it, and I was like, oh man, there's so much devastation.
Yes.
This was not my intention.
See,
like I
I
said,
thought you were going to embrace the worm or something.
No. Such devastation.
is that Horizon Signal?
Horizon Signal is embracing the worm, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Really? You get punched in the face for about a fifth of your HP and you don't get an HP up? Okay.
You know. It's alright. Brain is here.
It's actually more beneficial if the brain uses swap than the other ones because it has more HP
Oh, yeah.
and
yeah.
MP.
Then that makes perfect sense.
This game is weird.
Look, just the inclusion of swap does weird things to it.
So,
Yes,
what is the translation changer even supposed to be?
it changes places
It
with your
exchanges.
HP and MP totals.
I
It's an
mean,
exchanger.
I know what it does, but it's the same shape as a brain.
Yes.
Like, what
It's just
was it-
called Changer. Replace it.
Swapman. Like, remember, Brain was
Brain was
or
what?
Exchanger. And
You
it's
cut
called
off
Brain.
as soon as you said brain.
Oh, I see. Weird. Like, presumably the first enemy in that line of palette swaps was called Exchanger or Changer or whatever. just to tell you what it did. And then once you knew what it did, they could call the later enemies things like brain, because you already knew. Brain-shaped enemies change totals with it.
Nope, the first one's changer.
That's what I meant.
Really? There's a one
Yeah.
in between?
No, there's a second one.
No. So we have the changers on here, which are rank
Yes.
3 enemies.
And then the
we have
next one up is
brains.
brain.
No. Brains are rank 5. There's a rank 4, which we aren't seeing.
Of course.
Mantis.
Alright, but check out this fucking mantis sprite.
They
Oh,
have
wow.
seen some shit.
They are so mad at us.
That would not be out of place in Pokemon.
Oh man, look at these guys.
Like,
These
honestly,
extremely tough mantises. What the hell is this? Yes.
Yeah, get ready to see that a lot.
Well, Yaga's 99 of it. It's time to practice our knife skills.
Take a look at the bestiary.
Hmm.
How many is Mantis?
I think they're weak to ice.
This could be a place for Ron to practice some magic.
Okay, I've gone too far because there's Killer Mantis, which is no, that's the color scheme. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
this
a
is
killer mantis.
Yeah.
All right.
So they're rank 5.
Rank 5, 5 attacks with 3/4 accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
But they have no evasions, just they have a lot of defense.
Yeah. They're shaving 50 damage off of every attack. Or every swing, excuse me.
When the winter comes, they freeze to death.
Correct.
Yeah, but they've only have about 700 HP, so it isn't too bad.
Yeah. Which Ron can carve off in 2 spells. Nothing, huh?
They're
Rough.
mantis.
Well, I was
Immediate
more talking about
visual on
stats,
stairs going back up.
which we promptly ignore in favor of this
Doors,
chest, which
though.
definitely won't contain garbage.
No, we're getting pretty deep.
That's true. We've hit enemies which are actually resistant, so. Well, there goes the nicest MP total.
I think it's either this floor or the next floor we start getting actual, like, treasure.
Rewards, yeah, okay. That's fair.
Like, maybe this time we'll get a high potion. No, that's too good. It'd have to be something like a gold needle.
To complete this set of useless status gear. Good. Great. Right.
We do have potions.
Slug. Done.
Use potion, get potion.
Looped back around to funny again. Apparently this floor is just full of fucking bugs.
Yeah, the whole gimmick of this dungeon is that every floor has a 98% chance of a certain encounter type.
One, yeah. And it's just one.
This
whatever.
floor, it's a bunch of mantis.
Mhm. Mantis lives here. This is Ankeg. Well, no, if there were Ankegs, they'd be spitting acid at us.
Yeah, it's you fight 1 to 3 mantis. Have fun.
Man, do you remember the field of Ankegs in Baldur's Gate 1?
I try not to think about it.
That place was just murder. All the time murdering you.
I really appreciated a friend of mine getting into Baldur's Gate when I was in high school because he's like, yeah, I set everyone's resistance stat to 20 because that's the highest. That means it's the best, right?
Do they mean con?
No, like the resistance to wand or petrification or a whole bunch of other stuff.
Oh no, you sweet innocent summer child. That's not how that works.
I said, yeah, you actually want to set it lower.
That's the number you have to roll on a d20 in order to make that thing go.
Yeah, they said they walked in a room with a bunch of basilisks and instantly died.
Instantly died. Yes, correct. In fairness, walking into a room with a bunch of basilisks without protections in place is kind of asking for it anyway, but regardless. Word number. In D&D Second, the number assigned to a specific save type is the...
Is the what? You cut out there.
Yeah, you cut out.
I don't know why... Oh,
Yeah, I don't know why I cut out. Yep, Vinay's dead. Goodbye, Vinay.
what the hell is happening here? Alright. It's the number at or below which you have to roll on a d20 in order to make that save. So yeah, golf rules-ish.
Yeah,
It is the number you have to hit AC 20, for example.
Well, no, it's 2-hit armor class 0.
Right, just go to armor class.
Thaco.
Yes.
Thaco.
I was really confused when I started playing 3.5 with friends and
What is
high
this?
school
Why
and
do the numbers
college.
go up?
Like, yeah, I just got to do try to get to 0. And they're, what the hell are you talking about? Why would you want your armor class to be 0? Because that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And then they stare at you like you've grown a second head because no, it doesn't.
Then you go home, just kind of take stock and realize, no, it doesn't.
Oh no! I live in Backwardsville.
I'm beginning to think maybe first edition D&D was stupid.
I mean, okay, so consider. The rules in Chainmail were honestly relatively simple because one save did everything.
Leela, please.
Well, she's got by far the lowest evasion.
She just got a blink put into her, though.
She needs to learn.
She needs to learn.
The easiest way to learn is to get beat up repeatedly.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
as long as you survive. Or, eventually.
Are
survive.
alive at the end of the fight.
Are alive at the end of the fight, correct, yes. But yes, hello, my class is elf is another thing. Remember, multi-classing, not a thing in OGD&D. If you wanted to both fight and whiz, you picked the class elf.
And then you could only hit level 7?
No, you could go higher than that. It started getting into letters, though.
I think Zeroth had like max level caps for elf and dwarf.
They
Yes.
did. And if we're playing, I think, Shadows over Mystara, the elf caps out at like 11 or 13 or something. God, we need to do that on stream at some point. Just
No, we
bumblefuck
don't.
our way.
No,
Look.
that's the exact same thing of maybe we should play Europa Universalis 0 and show
No,
off how
wrong,
bad it is.
wrong. And I'll tell you why. Because Shadows over Mystara is an actual good game.
I'm sorry. The beat 'em up game. I'm sorry. I thought
Yes,
you meant
yeah,
like
the
some sort
side-scrolling
of.
beat 'em up.
I thought you meant like an actual module of early. I'm going, no, that's a horrible idea.
Excuse me. There is an extant Shadows over Mystara module. In point of fact, if I remember correctly, the way they got the Capcom staff prepped to make the game was by running them through a module of what the game was supposed to be.
If I'm doing my math right, that bug is almost dead.
That should be. Also, and this is incredibly important, the side-scrolling beat-em-ups contain the Staff of Sticks to Snakes, which is just the funniest acquirable item in any beat-em-up ever. It's so good.
Hey, Leela, your stats, they're not terrible anymore.
You learn. Strange Shrimp Baldur's Gate can be fun as well, but it doesn't work nearly as well as a stream, unless you've got someone who knows it like inside and out, explaining everything as concisely and clearly as they can as they go. In which case it can be fun, but you really got to know what you're doing going.
I thought about streaming the game Stronghold, not the build the castle Stronghold, but the AD&D sim-like game back from the early 90s or something, just to show off crazy first edition D&D stuff. And then I realized I didn't hate myself enough and said, forget that.
Yep.
Real prize detected.
Yeah.
Flame shield.
We are now getting into actually good stuff.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the prize of realizing your own self-worth.
That too.
Hmm. These bugs are demonstrating their kung fu at us.
They are good evade training, though.
They are
It's
very
true.
good evade training.
How easily can I just pummel them down? If I started berserking more,
Yeah, that'd probably be it.
if I just trust Berserker.
We don't have a haste tome yet, correct?
Man, I was thinking about Fire Emblem Berserkers the other day, and my immediate first thought was, what if Fire Emblem Berserkers just permanently had Cull the Weak on?
It'd be too good. That's action economy.
What if they were forced to take another turn directly towards the enemy? See just how much of the map you can kill with one Berserker.
That's why they stopped having dancers be able to dance for more than one person in the GBA games. It was too good.
Fortunate.
Unless
Dancer-
your dancer's in a game that's based entirely around massive maps, in which case, who cares?
Yep.
They're not getting
Or-
anywhere anyway.
Or your dancer is a bird.
Why would your dancer ever be a bird? That'd be like having a dancer that's a dragon.
Not rising to the bait. No way.
The most disappointing dragon. More disappointing. Well, I guess she's not actually disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, there are more disappointing dragons. What about,
Bantu. Is it
Yeah.
Bantu?
yeah, that's what I was thinking about. The one who's an old man who,
Yep.
yeah.
Bantu's in some adorable art, though, so I can't actually hate him.
Fair. But, like, as mechanics go, he's bad.
Well, he doesn't need to be good. His stats are so ridiculous from using the stone.
Right, right. And if I remember correctly, there hasn't been a bad little girl dragon in the game series. Unless I'm very badly misremembering something.
I mean, there's a lot, I'd have to think.
Yeah.
I mean, bad, maybe not, but weird. Dragon Corrin is really weird.
I forgot about Corrin, but I don't count Corrin because Fates lives in a does not exist bubble in my brain.
It's a shame, because Fates has some really good maps.
Mm.
That's all it has going for it. And Elite.
Well, half of Fates has some really good maps.
A third of Fates has some really
A
good
third-
maps.
I fucking forgot about the third Fates game.
Don't discount corn. Gentlemen, I bring you.
Yeah, I was thinking.
So, Loon, since Ron here is mostly using his dagger as a not getting hit button, are you going to upgrade his dagger anytime soon?
At some point, he might switch to holding the Mangosha as though it were a shield and having a
offhand.
staff in the other hand.
Okay.
It's like a shield. What if he just used it as a shield?
Like, if I had another mace to substitute in for Yug, that would
There's
be the
always-
immediate thing to try.
Wow. That's... Werebuster is no longer. But we do have another mace to substitute in for Yug.
Level up.
Mm-hmm. Now we can check, of course.
Surprise!
Now
There are
reload.
stairs back up,
Maybe-
and there are stairs down.
Maybe
Yes.
Leela can take another couple hits to get better at evasion.
We shall see. We'll check her evasion at some point.
Yug has terrible evade.
He took his shield off.
He took his shield off, yes.
Yes.
Wait, he goes from 44 evade with no shield.
Shields are important.
Yes, I understand, but I don't think the ice shield has 55 evade. Sorry. 49 evade.
What? We go fast. We go
Remember,
full
it's your
speed.
evasion stat gets tabulated in as well because of shield.
Well, yeah. The leveling shield.
Spider
Great.
silk.
Not terrible.
No, that's actually relevant.
That's a
That
very
casts
relevant
slow.
combat item.
We care about slow in this game. On account of
it's
it's
like-
the opposite of haste.
It's like Final Fantasy IV. You should
Yes.
always use slow.
Always slow. Always slow the boss. It's never wrong.
And then they started making bosses immune to slow.
I haven't hit that point yet. And thank Christ, because Rubicante would have torn my entire party a new one if I had. If
There's
it had.
no enemy immune to slow in that game.
Oh,
I mean,
thank Christ.
Final Fantasy like 5, 6, and later.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, the breadth of options also gets a lot larger in those games. The thing is that Final Fantasy IV has a fairly tightly constrained option set. DS broadens it a bit with augments, but even then, it's not that broad. That said, your options tend to be fairly powerful.
She's definitely rounded the corner on agility.
Yes, Yug is probably getting close.
Ryama will go to space.
Mm-hmm. What is Yug's agility?
45.
45. Yeah,
Soon.
he's getting very close. Ron's also pretty close as well, so they're really about to take off.
Ron is behind still.
He also doesn't have anything that's boosting his evasion.
Well, the knife can stay in the main hand, actually.
Is he
Gonna
just taking
try
off his
this.
shield? Oh.
Downgrade to Werebuster, but
And
you
just
hold
train in
the mage
stick.
staff
Yeah.
to actually just invoke it as an attack rather
Yeah,
than swing
yeah.
it.
He can brandish mage.
Right, that's how I came in.
Yep. And for the chat, 4DS gives Edward some actual things you want in terms of Bard songs doing something now.
Well, they made Bard Song not random.
Yes, or not dependent on the weapon he's wielding either. He gets to just cast multi-target silence, and that's actually pretty handy more often than not. Since there comes a time where the random encounters will start beating the fuck out of you. It's the Tower of Babel.
Oof.
Right, splitting spell
Multi-target.
throw.
Yes. I mean, you may still want to train him in that, but he can do that just as well with the Werebuster, to be honest.
That is true.
Imagine an entire huge room just filled with giant man plus sized bugs. What are they doing there?
Living inside fake orbs. Not bugs, but if they're crabs, they're living inside fake orbs, attempting to disguise the real orb. It's a Final Fantasy Legend 1 reference, I think.
mhm. No,
Yeah.
I gotcha. That was a dragon, not a crab.
Well, the things inside them.
That's a kind of crab.
Yes.
Dragon is a kind of crab.
Yes.
I guess.
Crabs is larval dragons.
I don't want to live in that universe.
I mean, most dragons have a hard carapace, yes.
Dragons, well known for their hematoseal-based Circulatory system. Hematolymph, excuse me. Hematocele is the... Never mind.
Don't worry about it.
Strange, distant memories of first-year zoology are returning to me. I'm thinking about tunicates now, and I haven't thought about them in years.
Well, it's almost dead.
Soon. Well, that'll do. Oh, time to unswap them.
The most numerous group of the Tunicates is the Ascidians.
That sounds about right. Why are you reading about tunicates?
Because I had no idea what they were.
Oh, fair enough, I guess.
Why aren't you reading about them?
'Cause
I read
you
about
learned
them in
about
first
this
year. That was a pretty simple one. Going down.
Welcome to floor.
Lime
Oh wow.
green.
Floor next.
We got on this floor.
Dirt.
This.
Turtles.
Rocks, magi.
Problems.
Wizards.
Poker magi aren't that much of a problem anymore.
No,
True.
no, they just
Yeah,
multi-target.
you can
blows are
actually just
fine.
completely ignore what they do.
I think the adamantoids is the thing.
Adamantoids is no longer a problem.
Right. It's just
Yep.
a speed bump.
Gotta burn through the rocks to get to the ogres.
Fortunately, the stalagmites aren't too tough to. Oh wow. Okay. Right. The stalagmite.
No, they're tier 4 enemies, but they've only got about 250, 300 health, so
I
they
see.
they die. He
Right.
has a
He's got the
flame
fire shield. Yeah.
These guys used to be great for training HP.
Once upon a time.
Yeah, right around the dreadnought.
Man, it's a shame we didn't fight more wizards. They have a chance to drop some comedy tomes. One day we may see more wizards. Maybe not.
Nope.
Who knows?
Never gonna see another wizard.
Finn Castle, famously the only place where wizards live.
It's also in the basement of the Colosseum.
Right. Right. I forgot about the basement of the Coliseum.
It is a very rare chance, but that group we ran into and the way up in Finn Castle is the exact same group in the Colosseum. So they just chased us.
We've driven the Empire out of Finn, and now the negotiations will begin. The war will be over by the end of the week.
I'd say we'll be home by Christmas, but 3/4 of our party already live here.
Man, these turtles have been around for a very long time.
Yeah, well, they were monster in a boxes once upon a time, right? Like they were.
Yeah, but we fought this
Special
thing way
rudeness.
back with Yosef.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, just throw it straight onto Leela for
That's fine.
comedy mises.
We just got some damp here in this dungeon.
West. Oh,
And now we've
no, I did
seen-
that joke already.
Now, this fight. This is what this fight is on this floor. It's actually not that bad. It's 0 to 2 Ogre Mage, 0 to 2 Ogre Chieftains, 0 to 2 Adamantoids, and 1 to 2 Stalagmites.
It's a pretty full roster there.
It's a whatever after the previous floor.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like mantises were considerably more dangerous. It seems weird that they occurred in that order. I feel like mantises would be down here and these guys would be on the floor above.
Don't know what to tell you.
Well, fair enough. It's not like particularly expected to.
Question of the chat. Did they increase the number for the GBA version? It's been a while, but I felt like I had a lot more HP and MP at this point. You automatically gain HP at certain intervals in the GBA version. I think it's every 10 fights.
Right. But you're not reliant on losing at least an eighth of either value in order to get, or an eighth of HP.
So you end up with entirely unnecessary amounts of health.
Which gets really annoying when enemies start doing drain attacks and you're wearing super heavy armor. Because why would you not wear super heavy armor if you could?
I mean,
Yeah, there it is.
Here.
I mean, I could wear super heavy armor, but I'd rather not.
It's here.
Guarded by a bunch of whatever.
Guarded by its former victims. Blood must flow.
Blood is here.
It can't be that good.
Clearly.
In regular encounters, it isn't.
No. In boss fights, however.
In boss fights, it is entirely illegal.
Are you going to be using said illegal item?
Yes.
Yes.
Look at all these super powerful swords. Up, who cares? Blood sword. I'd even go on to say that the blood sword's only useful against one big target rather than groups of 3 or 4 bosses because
Yes.
there's just so much chuff to tear through with large groups.
Right. For any given target, the blood sword has to hit it 16 times to kill it.
Crescent Sword has really never had a reason to come out.
No.
Welcome to the
never needed-
belt. Blood.
Yeah. Ryama's belt is just the incredibly cursed blade and the blood blade. Frankly, Ryama doesn't seem like the sort of person you'd want to mess with, given what she's carting around.
I don't know why the Ogre Chieftains are in the back.
They're in charge. They're commanding.
They've got people to do. They've got people for this.
I guess. It'd be more annoying if they were closer while the mages were in the way back.
Yeah,
The way,
but I
way
mean,
back.
but like the political structure of the ogre clans need the chiefs to be protected.
Yeah.
And to
I mean,
outnumber
possibly
everyone
when-
else in the clan 2-1.
The chiefs
Look.
are the biggest voting bloc in the
Look,
clans.
they're very inbred, and
Uh-huh.
everyone who's a kid of a chief becomes a chief.
Why are they here?
And the real estate's cheap.
Ogre business. Ogre Parliament rents this basement.
Although, I guess I'm not allowed to ask that question because I raised that idea about why do we have a mirror room, so I'm asking silly questions again.
The mirror room question was
They're waiting in line
extreme.
for the giant mirror.
Are we cutting in line by killing them?
Well, I don't know that we're cutting in line. We're just passing through, and they're engaging in the traditional ogre greeting of violence.
Alright. The way down.
What else is in this pit?
All right, place your bets. Garbage or worthwhile?
Oh, we're getting into the worthwhiles. Well, let me rephrase that. stuff that people might think is worthwhile.
We just passed the blood sword. We're in the real
That's true.
dungeon.
We're in the real dungeon. We're no longer in garbage land.
Blue.
Sleep!
Amusingly enough, I believe the blood sword was moved in the later versions of this
Betray
game to another location.
Fang.
Betray Fang!
Who is it betraying?
I guess that
Fang,
casts
I assume.
confuse.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes,
Hang on.
Confuse 16. It's called the Backstabber in the PS version. Hello, bottom floor. We are just fighting dirt now.
It's just dirt.
More dirt.
Dirt
Dirt
lives here.
in sewer.
So, like I said, on every floor, there's been 98% fights of certain varieties, mostly of dirt or what have you. The 1.6% chance fight for all of the floors has been a bunch of green souls to heal you up.
Great. They're back.
Hey, I'll take them.
Yeah, friendly green soul. Thanks.
You might
guys.
want to go back up. Well, no, hold on. That might just be a typo. Interesting. Did they move? Hold on. I need to go do some searching.
You need to do some research.
Because I realized I was being silly and didn't have the list open. Huh.
Do we have a unicorn horn in our pockets?
Maybe? Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we may want to have people carry them. For the very good reason that they're only marginally consumable. Oh, and they multi-target. So you can multi-target your Basuna 16s if you're so inclined.
Great.
And they have a 10% chance to break when used.
We have one unicorn horn.
Yeah. Yug.
Yog will save everyone. Yog alone
Yes,
is pure.
correct. Only
How do you
Yug
think
is
he knows
worthy.
how to... Yeah, well, he can talk to beavers. Of course he's pure.
Purity, famous characteristic of the Beaver Clan.
I've played a
can't-
part of Suikoden 5.
I know. I can't fucking believe that the game's explanation is literally Yug can speak beef.
And?
Why?
I like that you refer to that as an explanation and not the absence of an explanation.
It's
True,
a statement.
the game's absence of an explanation.
It is. It is a throwaway line that didn't even need to be there.
It did not need to be there, and yet it was.
It is an explanation that just raised more questions.
Mm-hmm.
Not that Yog can speak to animals in general.
Just
Just
beavers
beaver.
specifically.
Why can you speak to beavers? That was an elective.
Beavers, which then
took
You
an
can't?
elective in high school.
then proceeded to be absent from the series for the next 12 games. Because
They
that's
were
right,
in
they brought beavers
four-
back in
Of
14.
course they did.
It's the exact same fucking look too.
Oh my god.
They're 100% just
Just
the
the
beavers.
FF2 beavers. Okay, got it. Great.
And for one reason or another, fairies are terrified of them.
Hmm.
This is also not explained.
Of course.
Just a running gag with beavers. Yeah, make something up. Who cares? People are going to be laughing too hard that the beavers are back, but they're not going to care about any explanations about them.
You assume that a sizable portion of, well, okay, maybe a sizable portion of 14's player base has played too, but I wonder what portion of 14's player base thinks fondly of 2.
These are questions you might not want to know the answer to.
Well, why wouldn't they? 2 is good.
It is good. I just wonder whether enough of them have played 2 with maybe the right mindset, I guess, or at least not believing that you need to beat yourself up in order to proceed.
For a long duration. By the way, I stepped away for a while. Are we still in Flint or did we go somewhere else?
This
We're
is,
in
you know,
very
200
bottom.
layers into Finn basement.
Yes, we're deep into Finn's pit of 100 trials.
Okay. For a long portion of when I was playing through Heaven's Word, I was using Furion's armor as a glamour.
Good. Carry on. Were you particularly aware of FF2 at the time, or just you liked how it looked?
Considering it was 5 years ago, yes.
All right, fair enough.
But no, I also just think Furion's armor looks good.
Yeah, fair enough.
Also, it's like one of the few like armored things that you can get that is it's not like fully encompassing, like really bulky.
Right. It's a mono armor. With all that implies.
So giant shoulder pads with spikes on them.
Yes, extremely yes.
But had the perfect space for my owl minion to sit on my shoulder and not be like going through a spike.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked real good. That's the important thing. The armor looked good.
Yeah, that does seem to be
There are a lot
the
of
primary.
people who wear that spike armor, now that I'm thinking about it.
Hmm.
It's an Amano thing.
A lot of the main characters pre-7. So 4.
Female
5.
characters too.
Yeah, consider Rosa's
Terra-
spiked fucking shoulder pads.
Now, does it surround you in a vague mist?
Or drape you in multicolored shawls.
No, unfortunately. It would be too distracting.
Please, like that's ever stopped Yoshitaka Amano before.
Oh,
Welcome
good.
to Door!
Doors! Plural!
Door!
Or Calcum Knife lives here.
I forgot it was spelled that way.
Oh, our Calcum!
Invented by
Rayos!
Dos Rayos.
I wonder what these things do.
No.
Assume the
Ah,
things
yes,
that
sorry.
A third of a dragon, a lion, and a goat do.
Chad has pointed out that we have neglected two very important Amano trademarks of nondescript orbs and dangling jewels everywhere. Which, I agree, are extremely common. As are random, weird, monstery critters just hanging around in the background.
I think about the Amano VV way too often.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. No, don't do that.
What's up?
It's fine.
Breath,
it did
breath is
nothing.
bad. Yeah, that's fine. That's fair.
What
What's
did the
there to
train
worry
cast?
about?
Breath lives here.
Ah. He's got that spice.
Mm-hmm. Breath.
It's fine. Riel's fell.
These things are about as durable as a mantis.
That said, they are dangerous.
That's why.
Stopped.
Yep. Stopped.
Being stoned. Being, I do not have the means to cure that in battle. So,
You can still assume a head out of battle, which is fine, I think.
Yes.
well, I
it'll
can
be fine.
unicorn it.
That's a basuna.
That's a basuna.
That's a bassoon.
Oh. God, now I'm thinking about the magic artifact didgeridoo. Let's
That's
see.
just something from the real world.
Well, yes, no. The point of the didgeridoo is that it lets you play, I think, minotaurs without paying their mana cost, which is not to the best of my knowledge a known property of real world didgeridoos. I mean, it might be. Australia's
lost
a weird
art.
place, but yeah, that's fair.
God, my brain just went stupidly too far into a chain of connections, and I started thinking about Death Stranding all of a sudden.
Well, there's your
Correct.
first mistake.
Because bassoon is a woodwind, which means it has a reed, and Norman Reedus, and
Mm.
and a fetus, and
Isuna
Alright,
doesn't
we-
cure petrify.
We need
What
to
about-
abort.
What about Basuna?
Basuna cannot
Doesn't
be
work
used
out of
outside of
combat.
battle.
Do we
Oh,
have
no.
a gold?
I
Alright,
have
well,
We threw it away on the way.
none gold needles.
It's fine.
It's
You're almost
fine.
at the end of this place, and it hits your weakest party member.
And you can warp out now.
No.
Not
we
yet.
didn't get, we
need
didn't
to
get
do
what
the
we came
thing.
for yet.
No. I'm just saying, like you are capable of warping out.
Yes.
All right,
Now we
so
can put the
as
Goshen as
weapon,
offhand
the
in.
Orichalcum dagger is much better.
Mhm.
And now I might put away Flame Shield and just have none
Yes.
shields on Johnny Two Knives here.
Can I make a...
Brawn of the
Question.
second knife.
Does he have 99% evasion with the Orichalcum and a flame shield?
Check what this evasion is first.
He has capped evasion with 2 knives.
That's
77.
77.
Or no, I was looking at his accuracy, which is
Yes.
perfect. 77.
However, he takes some penalties on spell, which is what we're gearing him towards.
I know. I'm just more of a curiosity than anything else.
He does not
91
have capped
evade
evasion.
while keeping the shield up.
Mhm.
Which means he was only spending 8% to put away the knife. Mangosha's had its time.
It might come back later.
Hey, Doors. Hey, Doors.
Welcome.
There's
Hey,
5,
Doors.
6 doors.
Welcome to Doors.
Hi, Doors.
Doors with rocks behind them.
Welcome
Oh, I
to
hate this
Door.
stupid dungeon.
Doors that break down.
Better keep thinking about Asuna.
Gotta keep leveling as soon.
Hello.
Meanwhile,
Big knife.
Hey guys, Ron's back.
The Orichalcum dagger. 50 attack power, 72 accuracy. 1 evade, 5% casting penalty. Specialized against aquatic. That is a
Yes.
fish destroying knife.
as befits thing from the land of Atlantis. If we encounter Bahamut on the road,
It is practically
Ron will
speaking the
split it.
second strongest knife.
I assume like
There's a knife that is
the
supposed to
actual-
have more attack power, but also has some gimmick that doesn't work
Oh
properly.
yeah, the Ripper.
Yep.
It might still work out to being more effective than Orichalcum.
Yes.
Damn, Ron, stop doing that.
No.
Nope.
Incorrect.
Correct.
Hot damn.
You got inventory
What's
space.
here?
You have lost an inventory space. Forever. Optimal.
Alright, is there anything else in here?
Yeah, browse over the
so-
list of treasure real quick.
It says that there's a power staff on the 4th floor, but that might have been the blood sword in this list I'm looking at is wrong. It also says there's some flame armor on there.
But we don't care because it's armor.
But a power staff, I'm going to check a different site to see if it also says it's there, and maybe it was just in one of those rooms.
Can't use this. How do I'll have to go buy a gold needle. We need... The gods cannot intervene here. We need the pharmacist.
Statue replacer.
Yeah, so Trident can just leave now.
Yes.
That's old news. Garlic.
Yep, it says it's
Armor.
on the 4th floor of Castle Finn.
Goodbye,
Conversely,
knife.
if we're going to Mysidia, we can just buy one there.
Yes.
Take this Werebuster.
So, who cares?
Can we cure Frog with Isuna?
At 5.
Do we have a Toad book?
We know of Toad.
Okay, then we don't have it.
Goodbye, Crescent Sword.
Yep.
My Ghost could
We'll
stay in
hang
the
on to
inventory.
Ghosh for-
A guest character might make use of it.
Mhm. There's our spare equipment set for our guest character. Gold or just grab one of the two of
What are you thinking?
those.
Leela's gonna be with us forever.
Yes.
Kind, sharing, pirate Leela.
Well, there is a magic shop in here. What spells
That's
do
true.
we have
What
in Liberated Fin?
bookseller?
Dispel, mini, fog, slow,
Slow.
slow, slow.
That,
Small.
that
Slow Jin.
what if we carry a spare? Like slow seems like the sort of spell you actually want to throw on your randos, because even slow 1, if you stick it, is relevant.
Or just the book itself on a rando rather than
Yeah.
the magic.
Yeah. Cast slow 8. I mean, Ron still wants to learn it, I think, but
Slow is white magic
I was about to say that's
What?
the big thing.
in this.
Yug still wants to learn it.
And
Mini?
mini
Makes sense.
is white magic.
Slow is white magic in FF4.
I guess that's fair.
Slows white magic in most games it exists in.
Fair enough.
Until
Unless
they
it's
invent
time.
time.
Yeah, unless it's time magic. In all the games before time existed. Same way with haste is generally black magic in all the games before time existed.
I think slow was black magic in FF1, but then
It was.
they moved stuff around.
I said most.
I know. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just trying to remember myself because
Why
there's
was
so
Rum
many.
to
Of
say this?
Was Locke black or white magic?
them. Locke was a thief.
Get out.
I
No.
believe Locke was black magic in Final Fantasy 1.
It was.
I
Silly.
also remember it was entirely useless. But,
Yes, until the fan patch, yeah.
right.
Not only was it useless,
It was anti-useful.
It was anti-useful. It was worse than useless. At
Now,
least
where
Amute simply did
Did
nothing.
I park?
where did you leave the boat?
Where did I leave my boat? Says...
We're finally gonna go to Mysidia.
Where could boat be? There's boat.
Their
it is.
boat.
Yug says, dude, where's my boat?
Yog would not say dude.
Bruh.
Brother, where is our boat?
It's very odd to see Ron with the most HP out of everybody.
Now, where
fucking-
even is Mysidia?
Where is Mysidia, really?
Where is Mysidia?
We just don't know.
I think it's vaguely south. Let the map crunch along for a moment.
Many of you have asked the question. Where is Mysidia?
Delicious Taurus rendering.
Okay, Mysidia is that little place that was inside the and the water that looked like it was surrounded by an island. It's south of there, so it's directly south of you, right in the middle of
All
that,
you need for
mountain
Mysidia
range.
is the canoe. Yeah, it's past that
Yeah.
river over there.
Yeah, you can get there super early. You will die if you try to get there super
You'll
early.
extremely die, yes.
But if you can get there, oh,
Oh man, they might drop the cockatrice summon for us.
Oh man, we're not in the Persian Gulf.
we're headed towards it actually.
Yeah, fair. It's a geography joke, Vinay. Political geography.
Good, great.
Right. Sports was over there. Mysidia is off in this direction.
I think it's in the middle of that
Slowly
mountain range.
scrolling downwards.
Actually,
Not
no.
away.
It's on the western side of the mountain range. I think you're very close to it, actually.
But yeah, Vinay, you know about Oman, right?
Vaguely?
You know about a man.
Yes, clearly.
I think it's actually directly south of you.
There it is.
And so it is. Welcome to Braintown.
Brains just roam the countryside.
I mean, yeah. Humans
Health
also-
training.
Most of the time, brains also roam the countryside, but usually they're inside a skeleton.
Yes.
True. Well,
Well-known
Yug
monster
was behind.
symbiosis.
He was behind in
Yes,
HP.
that may change very quickly.
Considering he just lost about 60% of his health, 65. Final Fantasy until 4 was Nasir flexing it? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, kind of was. To varying degrees of success.
Series worked.
It's
Which,
true.
which country was Nasir a prince of again?
I mean, he was Iranian. I don't know if he was actually royalty. I know he's American, isn't he? Like he was
Yeah,
of
he's
Iranian
American.
descent.
Yeah.
The only is incredibly far down the royal line of succession person I know is Alexander Siddig. Was
That's right, he is.
Yep. Like, incredibly far down, which is why, he has a job as an actor, but he is somewhere in the royal succession line.
Right.
There's also Jon Snow.
Really?
I believe he's also very, very far down this
Well,
line
yes.
suggestion. Hey, look at that! He gained a whole bunch of stats. I wonder why that
Who
happened.
would have thought it?
I mean, you
Let's
can also
bring
think
the-
about how Nasir was a playwright.
I mean,
There's a joke here I'm extremely missing.
Also said to be a dragon.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Great, carry on. Right, no, that's Nadir.
It was Nadir, you're right.
That's why
mistake.
I was blanking.
See, the S and the D key on the keyboard are so close to.
They're
Oh
right,
God!
yeah.
Can we leave this place immediately?
Never. Welcome
we
to
live here
Lime
now.
Green Mysidia.
It is time to break the seal, says a wizard just walking down the street on an ordinary day.
As
No.
wizards do.
no sense of right and wrong.
No. He's got a sense of the right time to break the seal on the.
Please read
Okay.
our books.
Read
Okay,
our many
see?
ancient tomes.
Welcome to Mysidia, a home of carefully curated old libraries.
Welcome to
We,
Mysidia, where they sell thief gloves.
Yes, we encourage visitors to read and improve their minds.
Giant glove.
Please
Nope.
don't. Please don't.
Giant's gloves are fine. They're just not thieves' gloves.
Thieves' gloves carry a pretty stiff casting penalty. I'm not actually entirely sure if Yug wants them.
Just imagine
Uh,
what you could do.
With criminal
Well-
hands.
With
While
criminal
they do have a
hands.
rather steep casting penalty, they also give a massive boost to agility. So agility training can happen first.
Yes, okay, that's fine. But like as a permanent fixture, they may not actually be wanted.
40%
me
is
just
not a
change.
non-negotiable casting penalty.
It's pretty high.
Cranking that evasion stat up.
40 is a lot of percent.
It's fine. And as a reminder, you can get to this place at the beginning of the game.
They're only 1,000 gil. You can make that kind of money.
So, is the strategy to get to Mysidia run into brains?
Oh no, brains can still mess you up with their
Brains
basic
can just
attacks.
punch you.
Ah, fair.
Welcome to Mysidia's Wizard Shop, home of all of wizards.
They,
What do
they
you
want
need?
you to read
They
their
have
books.
Whatever, that's not that great. They
Please
can't
read
have
our
that
books.
much power.
Hmm.
Still, nothing.
It's the power over life and death.
Wait for it.
All 5 of the wizards here, yeah, the basics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's the basic counter. The white magic
Here again.
standards.
Yeah.
Yep. And welcome,
Hi.
Yug. Please read this book.
Also, Swap.
Swap.
For just,
Swap
you
lives
know,
here.
I will have all of these. Good day.
Yug just walks out reading.
Can you cast swap on your own party to just
Yes.
Of course
get
you
Yes.
fucking can.
Of course!
It's the
Why
big
would
brain
you not
move
be-
to use swap.
It is, in fact, the biggest brain move because it's exactly what brains do.
Well, they don't
we
use it
have
on
the
their own
Book of
party.
Brain. Ryama gets swapped.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Shenanigans.
Welcome
That
to
is-
shenanigans.
Swap is actually a very easy way for people to start gaining MP.
Well, now we've built our own Minwu.
Yeah,
Yeah,
better.
he is almost at Minwu.
Yes,
In
an
fact,
offensive
better. He
magic
has
spell.
Holy.
He has Holy.
Minwu had to make do with teleport and a stick.
And then Minwu comes back and he has 12 holies.
I mean, good.
We taught Yug Wall, right?
No. It's a bad spell.
Shut up. There's a reason.
Okay, so we need those 2 caves. All right, there we go. There's your cave.
Ah, yes. We finally
The
discovered
Mystery
what that
Island
fucking
cave.
Island.
Is home to Black Mask.
I do remember the very first time I...
Nothing here.
Ooh.
Many
There
old
are
books.
many books on these shelves. Let's learn
Oh my
about
goodness.
the Wild Rose. What?
Huh?
Huh?
It says
Know about
this
Mithril?
book. Oh,
Some
strong
of
and
these
easy to
terms
forge.
are in the
Responsive to
books.
magic.
Boats.
Technological advances produce the airship. Technology could one day replace magic. Wait, the books actually what?
Books
What
are
is
about
this?
things.
What is this?
Dreadnought. What? There's no book
It
about
doesn't-
Dreadnought.
Too recent.
It's
Yeah, it
not
doesn't know
in
reason.
the ancient
Sunfox.
Mysidian library. Sunfire, though.
Huh. Alright, fair enough.
We've been
What do you
carrying
know about
around a
goddess
star
spells?
in our pocket.
3 were made, they were indestructible, but then they were broken.
3 were broken in 2 days, but the 3rd remained unbroken, so they decided that was the one they wanted. Seems fair.
But they said to make unbreakable things. And
Yeah.
Han, the first dragoon.
Han, the first
Han.
dragoon.
Long
Okay, so-
Han.
Remember, Zed, I almost used your actual name. Sorry about that. It's destructive testing. It's the first step of quality control.
Mysidia, you are here.
Yeah.
What does Wyvern say?
Although smaller than dragons, a wyvern can carry up to 5 people.
Conspicuous.
5 people, huh?
I do
Up to.
appreciate that they at least put this
Ultima
here.
weapon.
Why is this under alt? Oh, I see.
Ultimate Tome.
Maybe
Once
we don't
thought
leave
to
this
be
in the
all
law.
powerful.
The ultimate magic.
Hmm.
The heart of Sabine.
Hmm. Okay. What about this spell though?
What?
All right.
We
You know,
will
to be
speak
hon-
later, bookshelf.
To be honest, the on all the topics that produced it is reasonable because it actually had a response for virtually all of these.
Because they were all specific things and not like general terms. Except
yeah,
for
well-
like the legendary things, which like yes.
Yeah, we were looking at a bookshelf full of encyclopedias.
This, I believe, is just standard.
Would Mick actually consider himself a wizard?
Minwu?
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's a well-known white wizard. Accomplished white mage Minwu. personal physician to the king, which is why he went out, because the king is dead.
The great white wizard that had his charge die.
But what about the weapon shop?
What about
Wait,
the
right,
weapon?
what about the weapon shop? What kind of knives
What
do you
about that
have in
conspicuous
Wizard Town?
staircase down?
That's the cave where we turn in the two masks to get the
Oh,
crystal
I see.
rod.
All right, fair enough. But first, Mysidian weapons.
You want the
Yeah.
power?
Power staff.
You want the power?
This
seek the
place.
power?
Doth
Power
thou
axe
desire
user.
the power?
That's there. And if you're a spirit user, this is here.
Yes.
Maybe
If
we
you've
grab
made a
one of those
mistake
for
in your
later.
life, this is here.
Yes, this is here.
Both of those weapons are quite powerful.
Power.
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 Let me just grab it real quick. Yeah,
If we use
so,
it in combat, what
It's
happens?
nothing.
Okay.
It's
so
just a
the
stick.
last reasonable axe we could have would be the Mithril Axe, which has an attack power of 22 and an accuracy of 45.
Ugh.
The Ogre Killer, which we could have gotten a very long time ago, has an attack power of 58 with an accuracy of 50.
All right.
But 58 attack power when we could have gotten this like pre-Dreadnought is ridiculous.
Yes, we could have been carving things in half for literally the game up till now.
Or we could have bought the Flame Lance, which has an attack power of 54 and an accuracy of 62.
Yeah, you know.
If you have a spear or axe user, you run to Mysidia at the earliest opportunity.
Yeah, so now we go to Tropical Island.
Mysterious tropical island.
I very much remember when I played this, completely exploring the tropical island before even finding Mysidia. And going, oh,
Hello, Flam.
Who's
yes, I
lives
needed
here?
that. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Can we punch ooze? Can we holy ooze? If I remember, holy is not an element in this game, so it'll just do non-elemental damage.
The holy sound.
Voop. Hmm.
Well, just start throwing elements and to see which
Yeah,
one
just start
works.
testing.
It isn't like you're low on MP. Unbelievable. These things have a lot of health.
The journey to Mysidia is not easy. Deleted!
They're weak to fire.
Critical hit. Just use them as punching bags. When did Ron's max MP go past 200?
He's been
He
having a
got
think.
He's been thinking a lot. He also got swapped a couple times, and that helped.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Also, I believe Loon mentioned that when he went on a walk last week, Ron's MP went up a little bit.
I mean, we're training him as our black mage, so I guess it makes sense, but... Are you vulnerable to poison, Flump? Are you vulnerable to miniaturization?
Sorry, I saw barrier again. They tried.
Still funny.
Better.
What?
Poison heals it. This is poison ooze.
Yeah, it's poisonous ooze.
The sound of barrier.
There's
Oh,
quake
you're
exists in
resistant
this
to
game.
ice now.
You are not resistant to ice. You are resistant to whatever the element at the opposite end of the... I think you're resistant to death now.
I'm sorry, what did you just say, Newbie?
It says quake exists. Break them. Earth is generally opposite of poison. Well, actually,
Unless
in this
you're
game,
FF1.
isn't it? It's thunder. But anyway, try it anyway.
Petrify.
Small.
Or are you miniaturizable?
Damn,
Not effective.
it's fire.
It
Yes.
is fire.
It was known to be fire. I was just doing
We
other
discovered that
things.
earlier. We were just screwing around.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
Stick!
Flan are usually resistant to everything except one type.
Yeah.
Which they either absorb or take super effective damage from. So break's probably not going to work on them. Are you ready for a long trip?
Time to sail far.
When did this music start? Like, when did this become the overworld music?
Always.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's supposed to. Yeah. 2 only has one overworld music, I believe.
Mm. It still weirds me out that the spellcasting wands are so powerful as melee weapons.
Yep.
Not so much the power staff, because it's supposed to be using your MP in order to do damage, but it just doesn't.
Bugs.
Well, no, it's just they didn't worry about it. Just keep going north. Good times.
Just gotta go the long way around.
And that theme does not actually have a name. It is generally referred to as overall theme or main theme. That is just the theme of FF2.
Hmm. Yeah, the main theme of the game gets used as the world map theme an awful lot, now that I think about it. It's also the case in FF6, at least for a while.
Does that mean that the main theme of 3 is roaming sheep?
No, the main theme of 3 is Eternal Wind, isn't it?
Yes, that one's called Eternal Wind. That one has a name.
Hi, young child, whose name I forget, and also other person who's hanging out waiting for dragoons to come home. Never gonna happen. They're all dead.
I don't think we ever got the child's name.
How is Egg doing?
Egg's fine.
You know, aquatically incubating.
Do you want to go all the way down to the bottom of that dungeon to find out? Maybe we'll find more Chimera on the way.
Or Rios.
Why does the egg have to stay down there again?
It's Life Spring, that's where the
That's
egg
just
incubates.
where the eggs go.
That's where an egg lives.
chamber. That's its house.
Egg chamber.
Listen, in some games, to have a dragon be born, you need to put it in like a volcano or something. In this place, just a cave.
It's a water dragon.
Just a damp pit.
We're hatching Kaiga the Tide Star. Well, goodbye, killerfish.
Okay, the oceans
Sensible
are afraid
fish.
of me. Good.
Yeah.
Even the ocean is afraid. Clearly, nothing on the ocean can harm us. Or slow Ryama down.
I forget. Can we go to the Mysidia Tower right now, but just not get in, or does something block us?
Probably not worth it to check at the moment.
That was more of asking. I'm not saying go there. It was a question for the group.
We're here.
We're
Mystery
here.
Island.
Once again, we descend.
Hey, it's this fight again.
Time to beat up some undead Fomorians. They're kind of chumps.
At this point, yes. Remember, we could have gotten here a very long time ago.
Yep. No wonder the Tuatha De Danann took over. You guys suck. Battle!
Battle's axe.
You know what? I'm just going to look at if there's anything even worth
All
buying
other
or-
axes are instruments of peace.
Or tools. Like, you can use an axe to chop wood. That's not
That's
particularly
a
peace
peaceful
or
task.
war. I guess it depends on whether you're an ent or not.
Yeah, good luck punching through that armor.
The gelatinous cave.
She punched through that armor.
Critical hits happen.
Yep. Layla can knife ooze. Or sword.
I will give FF4 a little credit for dealing with a lot of ooze enemies. They color coordinated for you right off the bat, so you know exactly what you have to use.
Right up until Flan Princess.
Well, that's just a different thing all the way around.
Behold.
Yep. Is Flan Princess the one that changes the music in battle?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, alright then. Hi, potion.
You know.
But first. Ramus. Well, goodbye!
Brighton.
Is there anything even... I swear this game is expecting you to come here earlier than you did for
Probably.
some bizarre reason.
Well, why
You were
wouldn't
never told to go here until you get to Mysidia.
And yet
right there
the
to explore.
encounters are such, yeah, like they might be working on the assumption that the player is an era appropriate player who sees a place and just walks in because it's there, and why not?
That does explain the big jump in difficulty in some of the locations.
Mhm.
I wonder if you're supposed to do this before going to like the Colosseum or something.
Yeah, maybe. Because
Yes. Are you supposed to do this with Gordon?
we could, frankly. The only reason we can't do it with Gordon the first is because he leaves before we get the ship.
So that means that the time they could expect you to have it is when you first get Leela,
Mm-hmm.
after you lose her when you get Gordon back,
Mm-hmm.
or right around this point.
Yep. It's a pretty wide band of power, to be honest.
I'd go with getting Gordon back would probably be the most opportune time for it to be reasonable to be here.
Yeah, but like we came here the second we got Leela, and it wasn't awful or anything. Like the dual deads were scary then, but we handled them. Good.
Yeah, you take those.
Yep. Well. Oh, okay.
If I remember right, this place has a lot of stuff. Some of it's useful, but for the most part, it's eh.
What if you multi-swapped them?
Bad things would happen.
Anarchy.
An era-appropriate player had infinite time to figure out the mechanics.
That's fair, yes.
Also, a book that probably told them a lot about it.
Yeah, there's that too. That was a much longer delay than I expected for the topic. I assume you were eating or something and didn't want to talk until now.
I was responding to chat.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I turned off my chat feed on account of it's on my phone.
That was fine. Also, I am muted.
What rank
Also,
even
like-
are all these moose?
Oh, on this floor, let me find out. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Here we go. Yes. There's a 37.5% chance of fighting 2 to 6 moose on the first floor. It gets better as you get lower. A 18.8% chance to fight dual deads that also have red moose in them, and then a 6.2% chance to fight yellow jellies.
But what rank are they?
Oh, the yellow jellies are rank 2, and the red moose are rank 3. Wait, what? What? Why is the rank 2 one? What?
Don't think about it.
Also, by the way, welcome to these things being back
Perfectly
again.
ordinary were rat.
Yup.
They don't
Goodbye.
want any.
The
They
bravest
left-
rat.
They left Steve the idiot behind.
Also, like, as far as knowing how to engage with the mechanics aren't hard on a base level. Do thing, become better at thing.
Yeah, it's really just heavy armor is 100% a trap. That's the issue.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading the wrong floor. On this one, it's about a combined 32% chance to see red or yellow jelly.
Yellow jelly can only go up.
We do have a chance to see toads.
Oh boy, Giganto. Goodbye.
They're too low rank to really be worth it.
Goodbye.
See previous statement.
Yep.
You could have walked in here with a fresh Gordon.
Well, fresh.
Extremely fresh Gordon.
Fresh
Oh
Prince.
god, the ground hurts.
I love it. Man, check out this background. Doesn't it make this look like some Gradius level?
It really does.
I don't think those are damage floors.
They're not
right?
damaged floors. They're just
No, they're just
Yeah.
Just
psychedelic.
thorns.
Just a whole bunch of overgrown vines.
They're just there.
God, I just looked at the expression on the dual heads.
sleep grass.
Slurp grass. What's in this box?
Spider sim.
More spider silk. Good, good.
Yeah, is there any,
Oh boy.
any unique noteworthies down here?
No. It's just a bunch of usable items.
I do like this dungeon from like a storytelling aesthetic of yes, this is where people just stop trying, so it's all very overgrown.
Mm-hmm.
And
Behold.
Yeah, by the way, you can't get
then where are you coming from?
Why you on the mask?
Welcome to the Tropical Village.
Hi, tropical people.
Where are you coming from?
I must speak a local dialect. Apparently the Black Mask is... Oh, hello.
Surprise.
Demon weapons and ruby vests.
Gaia Drum!
So you can actually find a... Is Ruby better than Gold? I think
No,
Gold
ruby
better
is
than
worse than gold. Yeah. Yeah, these would have been an
Demon.
upgrade back in the day. Demon Spear, though.
It's worse
Is
than
it
the
better or
Flame
worse
Spear.
than Flame Spear? Okay.
Everything here is worse than stuff in Mysidia.
They really do expect
Yeah,
you to
this
come
would
here
be
before
somewhere to.
Mysidia.
They would want you to inquisit as to what this island's deal was and receive these treasures.
All reasonable stuff.
And again, a use for your money before you reach infinite money.
Why don't we wear masks?
It's just that the chair will be fashionable. Everybody will be wearing it.
This means I've gone
So-
down the wrong. No, there's more
You're fine.
downstairs.
Welcome to Shy Guy Village. Goodbye, Shy Guy Village.
No, that was up. Back of this room?
No. You went down a one subset. You need to go all the way back
there's a
up.
branch. In
Okay.
One branch leads to this village. The other branch goes to the depths.
Whoever picked the color palette for this game, I need a punch in the face.
You know palettes are super janky, yes,
know.
right? You realize that, like, palettes need to exist in a fairly large block of the screen for whatever reason.
Going down the list of stuff that's in this place, there's a couple decent things at the very bottom floor. And by couple, I mean there's some stuff that casts, like, fear or earthquake. Otherwise, no. Okay.
Yeah, the other route from here. The stunner.
Singles.
You know what, Rat? You got Moxie. You get to live.
Just a lone screaming rat. Scourge Tome.
Yeah, there are a couple, like, lower mid-level tomes, but nothing too big.
Yeah.
The more I think about it, the more I think you could definitely get through this place with Gordon on the second run. You'd have enough resources to do it. It'd be a little spooky, but not too bad.
Nope.
What about 8 of us?
We just
Man,
nervously.
remember when it was hard to run away from things?
This is somewhere to be convinced to spend all of your MP. To train your MP total.
Mm-hmm.
What if we just went
We'll
very
leave-
fast, though?
Yeah. We'll leave if you leave, rats. Yeah, I think we can successfully run from basically everything in here, can't we?
Agility stats so high at this point, it's fine. You know how to cast Scourge and Blind at this point, right? Right?
Just in case you don't, here are some books. Here's some reading material.
Keeps bringing this up as if this will be relevant soon.
Hmm.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know
Why would you
it
need to
wouldn't.
cast a poison spell?
Why would you need to cast this poison spell and make something
Carrying
that's
too many
very
books.
large?
Let's pitch this battle axe straight into the garbage.
You know what I don't think is worth it anymore? Gold needles.
When have we ever needed a gold needle?
Think of all the
Can we
wild-
throw this with this ring, this snowcraft, this goddess bell, this torch, this sunfire, and maybe this pendant in the trash? No? Okay. This pass?
Can we just throw out this Imperial ID card? No.
It's a memento of our journey.
Garlic.
Garlic. Straight into the garbage.
Straight on to Layla.
But what if you find
No,
a
she's
vampire?
carrying
Layla's
our
carrying
death
to
books.
death.
Here, have some garlic, dual deads.
But yeah, on the previous thought, when will you ever need poison damage and something to keep a, let's say, very large man from being able to punch you?
There they are.
Pure.
Toad!
Do not lick
Look at the
Toad.
derp toad here.
Toads are one of the few enemies that you can fight on every floor of this place.
Frog.
Frog.
They are rank 4 enemies.
Oh. They would be presumably a nasty surprise if we were doing this with Freshish Gordon.
Without Blizzard 4.
Without Blizzard 4.
They have a reasonable defense of 35, so they can take a little bit of a beating. Yug, you did
Yug.
not do shit. Don't you dare.
Yug
Yug
kill
went
me,
so
Yug.
fast.
Continues to accelerate.
I call
Yug, Yug.
bullshit.
As is the way of his people. Which I guess are beavers.
Doug will never
Sonic
give up and
the
never
Hedgehog.
slow down.
Yeah, if you got here with Leela, she'd have thunder magic could be useful against these guys. And they give you the Scourge Tomes to deal with the other one. Yeah, I could see it. Okay.
More toad.
Yeah, we're getting down towards the bottom. There's a lot of toads down here.
Multi-toad. Poison toad.
Poison touch from Toads.
Toad are contact poisons.
In the PSP version of this game, they're just straight up called poison toads.
Do not lick Toad.
Alternatively.
Do not put toad in water unless it's a lot of water.
I think that's just about everything you can run into in this place.
Oh,
Oh?
I'm just surprised it survived 7 hits from Rihanna. Good. Well, that was it, I guess.
Would you like this
Medicinal
potion?
Toad.
No. Straight onto the ground.
What? Toad, why do you have this potion? Did you eat somebody?
Yes.
Great.
I wonder.
That's a sound effect.
Phoenix down. Covered in bones.
Weak bones.
Basic
And
bones.
unfortunately, due to coding error, virtually every restorative item in this game is self-use only. Which makes Phoenix Downs, despite being technically functional, completely worthless. Guess
When
you
did
can
Crit
use-
Thunder get to level 4? Did that just happen?
Recently, yeah.
She's been using it a bit.
Damn. Way to go, Ron.
He's practicing that black magery. Dang.
Pretty sure sell for a bit. You
Do
are
we
already
care?
carrying combat items.
Everybody's
She has her
loaded up.
sword belt.
Yes.
Telling you,
Everyone's armed
start
for the thing
teaching
you're gonna do.
spells.
No. Spells are for earners.
Spells are for closers.
Boy, you guys are still here.
I
huh?
didn't spend a
Oh.
moment to appreciate the Orcalum.
Oh,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Arcalcum.
Oh,
Orcalum.
Callum. Oh, that's a Callum.
That's when the translators just looked at it and said, yeah, I don't care. What do you want from me?
Well, given this is one of the fan... Well, I wonder how old is this fan patch?
I genuinely don't know.
Because that seems like the kind of mistake that would happen from... It's a thing... It's a word that the translator hadn't heard of. So they just have faithfully copied over some phonetics.
I could believe it.
Rather than swapping it back to the original word.
There's honestly a lot of that. Like, even as late as Final Fantasy Tactics, there was a perfume whose name was rendered as Salty Rage because the translator had no fucking reason in the world to believe that the perfume's name would be the French word for sorcery.
There it is.
Yeah,
Hello,
Wildhorn.
Wildhorns.
That's
I'm waiting for-
those are very colorful.
Bighorn.
Yep. And they are purple to signify that they are rank 5 enemies.
It's, whatchamacallit? God, what's the name of that color signaling called? Fuck, I've lost it completely. Never mind.
She almost killed it in one hit.
Aposematism.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. It's the thing what dangerous animals do, where they brightly color themselves to warn, do not touch.
Here we go.
Thank you, Donovan. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat at the time. Stealth treasure.
3 objects.
Get out of here, garlic.
Gold.
Ew.
One of my 3 blind tomes can leave.
Toad.
Okay. I think I should head out. I woke up at like 4:30 this morning, and I'm crashing hard.
No, anyway then.
Later.
No money. Death Idol.
It just dropped to that's a fear effect.
Gaia Drum. Protected by Frog. Really, I'm probably going to liquidate all these perfect status items.
Oh yeah.
Where do I need to be? Holy's coming along.
Yeah. You could probably get that up to 3 or 4 in a quick off-screen thing if you wanted to. I forgot how much I hated this dungeon. Is this where they got the idea for the splitter enemies in 3? Just this dungeon?
Are there splitters in here?
No, but like just an infuriating dungeon that's full of enemies you have to do a certain way. Otherwise,
You know, you might be right. Yeah, the Falgabard dungeon. Mines, was it? I don't even remember, but like it's the dungeon next to Falgabard.
I don't think about 3 if I can get away with it.
I like 3. I like 3 NES. Excuse me. Please don't play 3DS.
Where do I even need to be right now?
Can you not walk through those D patches? Okay.
Nope. Long way around, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's probably the long way around. We're gonna fight poison with poison. I believe in how much damage this is going to do. More than I thought. Here we go. See, you exchange your sleep grass for sleep. It's a powerful move.
Book can cause many sleep. Alright, so I take this fight.
Do we?
I think a
Training
couple
evasion.
spells
To
are.
apply holy to an undead.
Right. I don't know if it works that way. Let's find out.
Nope.
No. It's unelemental. Non-elemental. Hmm.
What would Drain do?
Let's find out.
Do you want to just snap into that real quick?
HP drain.
It did take 48 of her health. Interesting.
So drain reversal does exist.
Here we go. Hi, buddy.
Bigger horn.
Funny you say that.
What?
You'll see.
I hate this. It's big horn.
That's
Hi,
big
Bighorn.
horn.
How you doing, buddy?
A level
It's
beyond regular
adorable.
horn.
So, fun fact, you can just find these guys around Mysidia.
Good.
In packs of like 2 to 4.
Good.
That's the big horn.
I was thinking it.
Biggest of the horn.
Also, these things are only rank 4.
This is the worst boss. Could we at least have gotten biggest horn?
It hits reasonably hard when it hits.
Alright.
Attack power 50, accuracy 4, 85%.
Hmm.
It has a chance of hitting. But if you get here with only 2 or 3 evasion or wearing heavy armor, it's gonna hurt.
Mhm.
Key point is heavy armor.
Yeah, heavy armor needs to give like 4 times the defense in order to be worthwhile. And needs to do the thing where if it mitigates damage to 0, you just ignore the added effects.
In a lot of ways, this thing is like fighting a captain.
Mm.
Except not quite as lethal.
Yeah, 1 rank lower captain, right?
Yeah, it has the attack power of a captain and a lot of the defenses of a captain, but it doesn't have quite the amount of swings that a captain does.
Or the health?
No, it's actually got more health than a captain.
Alright.
It's a Triceratops.
Oh man, you know what Ryama should have been swinging from the beginning of this fight?
What?
Blood sword.
In time.
Bloodsword's only really useful against guys with sky-high health.
It is years too soon to release the blood sword from captivity.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, we're killing it too fast. Let's try a bunch of our support magic. Oh, by the way, say goodbye to one of your slots forever.
Yes. I don't need these Saint Spirits. Mask acquired.
Oh, if they're polite enough to give you a teleport out, great.
Yes.
There is a teleport in Castle Thin as well.
Yes, there was.
Several dungeons have easy exits.
I
Now
think
we
that's
just gotta
Mysidia
sail.
right there. That is Mysidia right there.
Oh. We took the long way around.
That is necessary because there's a continuous belt of land that goes
Oh
all the
my
way around the
God.
planet. Avast ye!
Pots Pirates Mark II.
Hello.
Brigands!
They can't be that weak. Yeah, they're pretty weak.
They're pretty. Man. Chat is just full of terrible opinions today.
What's up?
I'm seeing a lot of anti-4DS trash talk, and I've been having an absolute blast playing through it. Admittedly, I'm not at endgame yet, so maybe the game will start kicking me in the balls once I get to the moon or something. But you know, as of Tower
Didn't
of
you say
Babel
you had a
2,
wonderful time fighting Rubicante?
Yeah, it was great. Since I mean, my successful strategy was I could fuck around with his gimmick, or I could damage race him, and it turns out damage racing him worked. Which is good, because he killed literally everybody but Cecil when he infernoed.
Yeah.
So I wasn't about to sit around and let him do it again.
That fight is common in the Final Fantasy version of everyone dies except for Cecil and maybe Rosa.
It's true. Rosa has lived through a surprising number of things, including being the last person standing against a green dragon who just could not kill her. For whatever reason, it was completely incapable of her. Wiped
is
the rest of
surprising.
my team handily.
Yeah, she is surprisingly durable. Kain is not.
Kain is not, but Kain can equip the Ogre Killer, which means he is my primary damage dealer at the moment.
Here's the main the main problem with 4DS is that it expects you to engage with its system and does not explain the system at all.
That is the big issue, I agree.
Well, at least we got all the way around to this side of the ocean to make it easier to get to the tower.
Mhm.
Oh, a desert. Do we have a Levistone?
No. Not unless the Sunfire came on a Levistone, which it might have, but not to the best of my knowledge.
There's even this this bay here.
Mm-hmm.
You drive right on up to Mysidia.
Convenient. God, these pirates.
These guys are rank 2 nobodies. I am fairly certain your base team... I'll take that back. I don't know if the base team could win.
But only barely not win. Right, you can use rivers as encounter-free highways.
receiving augments in exchange for putting augments on characters who are going to leave, you are being reimbursed for your investment in the temporary character.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
acknowledgement that
you spent a thing.
mechanic
nothing is wasted.
you get it back.
That mechanic is fine.
It's
if
that it
the
doesn't
game
tell you
explained
that.
it to you at all, because then the rest of the game is balanced around you having some of those things. Because you can't get double cast, and the game definitely expects you to have double cast. You can't get like target all with some spells unless you do that. Like there's just some critical things that you can't do unless you invest in augments that the game expects you to do, but never explains it. That's
Yeah,
the critical
you don't-
problem
That
with
said,
4DS.
I will say I don't have double cast. Have not missed it.
You will.
I will eventually. I'm guessing the moon is where I will start.
No,
really feeling
earlier than
not
that.
having it. Where am I gonna start missing it?
The giant.
Okay, fair enough. Haven't gotten there yet. We'll
Oh,
let
I was
you know
gonna
how my
say the
good
sealed
trip goes.
cave. Have fun with the Fey March.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
Fey March probably too, but like I'm thinking of boss fights and I'm thinking of Four Fiends refight.
Right. Yes. Okay. That's fair. That seems like a place where I would
Even
really
just
want.
the random encounters in the Babel are just brutal.
They're kind of rough, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, like when I played through 4 Remake Blind, the only thing I looked up was who should I invest what onto,
Mhm.
and I found the game difficulty fine. There were moments of like, oh, I need to sit and grind a level or two, but that's because I was running through at a breakneck pace.
Mm. Yeah, I haven't ever needed to grind, and I think I've only ever needed more than one run at a
You-
dungeon.
You can extremely reflect
Once?
Bahamut's Mega Flare.
You
I did
absolutely
that.
can. Yeah, you can do that from every version of 4th.
Yes.
Yes.
The problem is sometimes if you cast a spell fast enough, your wall will wear off before he uses Mega Flare.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's that. Like, it works. It's just, there's some finickiness to it.
Which is why when Final Fantasy V, the best of Final Fantasy, introduced Reflect Rings, it was a wonderful experience of, what if Reflect was just always on? If I want Reflect on...
I have videos of this. I will go back and see if
You can reflect the Bahamut flares.
But that is absolutely a thing.
Yes, we are aware that you can reflect the Bahamut flares. They are saying that you can't reflect the Bahamut flare in the 3D version, which I'm pretty sure you can. Again. Just wait until you get to the moon and fight Red Dragon, the truest final boss.
Mhm.
A fight that took longer than anything else in your whole run.
Red Dragon was large.
Oh, that was
Somebody
so
in the
much fun
chat
to
has
watch.
already mentioned Lunar Red Dragons.
Okay, wait, actually, I just opened this video that has the Red Dragon in it, so hold up. Red Dragon fight starts at 7:11 in this video, and Red Dragon fight ends at 1948.
Jesus Christ.
Red Dragon.
Red Dragon is real.
It's such a stupid fight. Oh, God, my eyes.
Man, you know
I
what's also
forgot.
pleasantly, incredibly real in 4DS? The run command.
Yes.
You are 100% free to run the fuck away. Do not hesitate. If you don't want to be there, just leave. Just leave.
Going through Lair of the Father, the Bahamuts that I fought, or not the Bahamuts, the Behemoths.
The Bahamuts you fought.
Also the Bahamut that I fought.
Oh man, you know what's real comedy? Is the degree to which putting draw attacks counter on Cecil breaks a lot of the game's scripting.
Yes.
Okay, I take it back. I can't tell you if the reflect thing works because I killed Bahamut before you did Mega Flare.
Yep.
Never mind.
I was waiting for that one, actually.
Look, I couldn't remember, man. It was like 3-4 years ago.
This is the white mask?
White, yes.
I'll see if it worked on. Probably don't know on Dark Dragon because I think he just opens with Mega
And
Flare.
now to the Cave of Mysidia. Yeah, you don't have time against Wyvern. Or Dark Bahamut, whatever their name is. When it's faster to leave town and walk back in to use the inn.
I think there has been exactly one key item in the game that has left our inventory at the time.
What was
And
Well,
that
like, with the augment system in 4DS, it lets you do things to help characters with their problems, such as
Mhm.
Edge is squishy. That's Edge's big problem. But you can get the long range augment, so you can put him in the back row and have him be perfectly fine.
Well,
Although, hey, you know
unless
what
he gets hit by
doesn't
magic.
you know what doesn't appear to be subject to row reduction? Flinging shurikens.
Of course not.
You know what doesn't obscene amount of damage?
Shurikens.
Shurikens. Also, throwing any random garbage you have in your inventory, as I discovered when I threw one of the fucking Gaia hammers that some random
Oh, yeah.
trash dropped.
Well, Gaia hammers by
For,
their
like,
owner very
700
powerful.
7,500 damage.
Finally, Greenbird.
Oh, okay. I can just have Edge delete things now. Alright, that works. Also,
Hello,
doesn't
bird.
Edge have the ability to give himself blink at will?
Yes.
Yes.
Well then,
That does jack and shit against magic.
that's fair. Like, that's legit.
Edge's problem is he shows up a little too late for the stats he starts with, and he plays the entire game playing catch-up, and while he's catching up, his HP is way too low to be useful.
He just cracked 4 digits for me.
Yeah, that's a problem. He needed to be much stronger.
I mean, under normal circumstances, I would absolutely agree, but, like I said, draw attacks counter, does
Yeah,
things.
but if he gets hit by any kind of AoE magic, he feels it a lot more than everybody else does.
That's true. Unless it's, so Green Dragon Lightning is actually not that bad for him for whatever weird reason.
Does he have a diamond ring on?
No, I think? I'll have to check. I don't have the DS.
I mean, the eventual things is that you buy protect rings or find protect rings, and you put them on Edge, and then he is way more survivable.
Yes. For now, I think the girls have gold hairpins, which are protecting
Yes.
them. But I'm pretty sure Edge does not have one of those on account of he can't. So
I don't think
know about that.
steel exists in FF4.
It does.
It does.
It does.
No. Fake.
And in point of fact, in FF4DS, well, okay, it might not exist in the sense that the hit rates are real low, but it actually tells you what the hit rate is on every enemy.
Incorrect. Does not exist.
Uh-huh. Is there a joke I should be aware of here?
It just doesn't exist.
Doesn't
All right.
exist. Again, Edge isn't worthless. Throw is an obscenely powerful command.
Yes, throw is outrageously overpowered.
Here's a weird thing. In the final dungeon, they give you a bunch of replacements for your already good weapons. Just don't get rid of those old weapons and then throw them in the final boss fight.
Lob
they deal a
them
lot of
straight
damage.
into Zeromus' stupid face.
The problem Edge has is that he is a glass cannon when you already have a glass cannon. in
There you go.
form
She's
of
named
Iridia.
Iridia.
Which again, as I said, is corrected by giving him a protect ring.
Mhm.
Or Fuma Shurikens. Fuma Shurikens do like 5k damage. Or, you know, the
okay,
spoon.
I will keep saying this. Edge does get better in the after years. They made him more durable.
But then you're playing the after years, so you have your
Eh,
own problems
Hey,
there.
sometimes you got to see how far the hole goes.
Yeah, there's a big thing that Edge does that none of the other characters do, or that none of your other big DPS dealer doesn't do. Is
Mhm.
Hey, when he attacks with throw, it doesn't get countered.
Yeah.
Oh! Huh.
A lot of
you-
counters are based on the attack command.
Yeah,
Huh.
they're based on the attack command, or if you're using magic.
Right.
And throw is a completely
But throw
different
is
command.
neither in attack command nor magic. Fair enough. I also noticed he gets access to the weird rare damage types for whatever reason. Since he has, as part of his, like, special mojo toolkit, both earth and water damage on tap.
Yeah, he did not originally have earth damage.
No, I expected not. I think he
Like-
still had water?
Yes, he had flood.
Like, yeah, a good example going through that video briefly to see any countering Mega Flares, which I didn't find just because Mega Flares never
Killed
went
them,
off
yeah.
after I got Protect up on or Reflect up on either of those bosses. But like Dark Bahamut or Wyvern, whatever you want to call him,
Why burn?
was countering every one of Rydia's spells with Mega Flare, whereas Edge was throwing shurikens and wasn't causing a problem.
Not a spell. It's
That
the
really
inverse
is-
rug wizard principle.
Yeah. Hello, Cave of Mysidia.
Yet another hole in the ground.
You do a lot of spelunking in this game.
It's a D&D. It's still pretty D&D inspired.
Yeah, but a lot of these holes don't hate you as much as they did in the first game in the series.
Taking
It's
a
not
good look
that
at these
deep,
wraiths,
but-
though.
Oh
Look
yeah,
at
these guys are great.
dashing cape and sword raids. They're not as dashing as the skeletons from the Final Fantasy Legends series. Those are the
True.
best fucking skeletons.
The big thing about Zero miscounting a lot of magic, though, is generally it won't kill your big HP units, and by the end game, Rosa has more HP than Cecil.
What?
Rosa's huge.
What?
There is a augment you can pick up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I wasn't sure if
I-
that was me doing that or.
I
No,
have found the
there's
MP
a
plus.
there is an HP plus 50.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, plus 50?
Yes.
Plus 50% rather.
Oh, okay. There you go. But then
That's
again, that's
prob-
just like I don't think that's has to be dropped from anything. You can just find that.
Yeah, you find MP plus 50 just lying around as well. So yeah.
Oh, I forget where whatever.
Doesn't matter.
It's somewhere.
So slightly incorrect. Yeah, my Rosa had more HP than Cecil.
I will say, a thing I really liked about the actual Dr. Lugai fight was that it made me say the words, "Thank fuck I have jump." Which,
Impossible.
frankly, I didn't expect to say, but there you have it. Because it meant I could keep a character guaranteed out of harm's way.
I appreciated that fight because it was very easy to one-shot him.
Really?
Yeah, you chuck an elixir at him and double cast Kiraga and he dies.
Oh, fucking hell, you're right.
He's a zombie.
I forget. Well, it's not that he's a zombie, but anytime reverse gas is up,
Wow.
you can reverse gas.
Yeah, you have several people who are very close on some
Soon.
spells.
6.
I think I'm just gonna force some of those numbers into existence right this moment, and then next time, Cave of
Yeah.
Mysidia.
This
Seems
cave's
fair.
pretty long. That's a good call.
Cave of Mysidia, which leads to Tower of Mysidia. Hope you're ready for dungeons.
Dungeoning.
Tower of Mysidia, which is.
It's fine. It's fine. It's
Have,
fine.
have you thought about Scourge and Blind for no particular reason?
Have I been leveling Scourge? Maybe blind, maybe Scourge.
On
Maybe
Ron.
blind.
There is some nice stuff in the Cave of Mysidia, though.
I can put it in my many inventory slots.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, actually, probably just hard casting Blind from the book is probably the best idea for those situations.
Yes.
Alright, I am curious.
So,
How
Yeah, go ahead.
effective would cracking a death tome on these guys be?
Fairly.
Alright.
Well,
Rihanna
actually,
is the one
no.
who has
On
been
these
training
guys,
blind.
no. These guys would actually be a bad idea. They have resistance to almost every type of
Right, they're flawed.
thing.
so wait, I must have zoned out or something. Did Leviathan ever happen?
No,
No,
that's later.
Oh, I could have sworn
Lord
that
of
was now.
Tides. No. You can be very sure that it didn't happen. I'll tell you how.
I know. I just could have been. I could have sworn it happens before Mysidia Tower.
Yes.
Oh, I don't
This
know
is
about that.
before Mysidia Tower.
This is before
Okay,
Mysidia
so
Tower.
you do cave, then Leviathan, then Mysidia Tower.
Sure. Because the cave of Mysidia does not lead to the tower. The cave leads down to a staff.
The staff.
The statue
The
that you
staff.
put the mask on.
We
Yeah,
have
well, you
no.
can-
We went to the statue and placed the mask. Now we are going to where the doppelganger will be.
Right, to put
Will
the
give
other
us access to the staff,
Yeah.
which opens
So
the
we-
tower.
Yeah, and we take that staff to the tower, which is in the middle of that little island thing to the north of here.
Right. And I assume that's where Leviathan comes in.
Maybe. We'll find out. I don't remember exactly when. That's something I might need to look into, like, when can you find Leviathan? If it's, like, a set time frame, or whenever.
What are our opinions on the Zeramis fight? It's fine. It's proper end boss.
I'll tell you when I get there. Like I said, I haven't played 4 nearly as extensively as some of the others, so part of the reason I was going through 4DS is because I remember it being hard as balls, and then this time I remember it being pleasantly challenging but extremely not hard as balls.
There are some
man.
fights in
You-
4 that are definitely HP checks.
You know what's really great? Having salve on Yang.
On who?
Yang.
Oh.
Because again, he's a brick. He's guaranteed to live through most things, which means I have a guaranteed throw high potions at the party button.
I mean, as always, another thing of like talking about HP checks. Like, always remember, most Final Fantasies have HP checks on the final bosses.
Yeah.
They all do.
Almagast.
Almagast is right there.
Forget Almagast, Flare Star.
I was more worried about Almagast by a huge margin.
Which one's Flare Star?
3. It's all she does.
Yeah, but you have
They,
that's
they,
Cloud
they,
of Darkness.
sorry,
Cloud of
sorry.
Darkness.
They,
Particle
they do.
beam,
Yeah.
particle beam, particle
Particle
beam,
beam.
particle beam, particle beam.
Cloud of Cloud of Darkness is a damage race.
Cloud of Darkness is a attrition race because you have 2 sages keeping everybody up and then 2 ninjas doing DPS.
Lobbing all the shurikens.
But like 2 has Starfall, 1 has Flare. They all have HP checks.
Does Chaos guarantee a flare, or is that just a...
Chaos has Flare in its rotation, but it's pretty
Okay.
deep.
I'm just saying, Flare's there.
Yes. Chaos also has a lot of other moves that are much more dangerous than Flare.
Yeah, Chaos busts out a lot of rude crap, if correctly.
Crack being one of them, yes.
Yeah, Chaos is just willing to fuck you up.
I'm mainly talking about HP check moves, not
Yeah,
just
like
instant
hard
kills.
HP checks, unmitigatable damage walls.
Yeah, but there's Flare on Lich ahead of time, unless, of course, you somehow game the system and Flare never happens.
By killing Lich before it goes off.
Yeah, I don't know of anyone who's pulled that off recently.
Fire up.
Yug
Gilliam,
continues
yeah.
to accelerate.
Did she just gain MP?
Yes.
Huh.
We spent a lot of fire. So now we have fire 6 and a full set of 5s.
And Scourge is almost there.
Scourge is almost a 4.
Scourge should be used for the entirety of the next dungeon.
Probably.
Life will be 2 at some point.
Holy is making its way up there.
Holy shit, Holy's making his way up there.
It really isn't that hard to move spells like Holy or Scourge up if you span them at this point in the game.
Closing in on Blink 4. That's nice to see.
Barrier is here.
Barrier
Sure.
is there.
Barrier, remember, barrier is functional. The tooltip for barrier is not functional.
With this barrier.
What about wall though?
Wall
Let's get right there,
is
dude.
functional for a certain highly
Mini and
specific
barrier side by
value.
side here. Just casting these once in a current rank fight is 8 points of progress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get there.
Are they?
Because I believe it's base 3 plus rank of the fight. A lot of these fights that Loon's getting into are 5.
Next time.
Next time.
Dirt.
More spelunking. Brandishing a death eye. Maybe? Who knows?